What's China up to these days?
Yeah, I know. He's obsessed with him.
G'day, guys. Welcome to Watto's SuperCoach.
Hey, guys, what's going on? Yeah, Watto's just popped in. Just doing his thing. How are we? Amusement Productions is already wondering how Jonah's going.
Jonah's not here.
Yeah, Jonah's a footy trainer. He's a footy trainer. Let me plug this into a couple of Facebook pages, then we can rock and roll.
Yeah, mate, I'm going well. Thanks for asking. I'm going well. What are you talking about?
Don't you care about Watto?
He didn't say Shorty.
Who are you referring to? Amusement.
Footy galore.
Oh. That posted, I think.
I'll make a lot of questions for you, Shorty. It's 24 behind. You spend the first 5 minutes just doing fuck all.
Bro, I have to set shit up, and your fucking crap ain't helping. No, we got the quiz coming on later, so stay around for that. Amusement, what's going on, mate? Daniel, how are you? Evening, Shorty. Got a lot of questions tonight, so you'll be my name pop up quite a bit. You'll see my name pop up. If you're going to be a little asshole, mate, just fucking hell. And Daniel T is one of the champions in the quiz. He took it out a couple of weeks ago.
I took it out 2 weeks ago.
Nah, you looked at the answers, bro. So, yeah. Footy galore, what's going on, mate?
Looking good, Shorty.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Who said that? Mick.
Mick, yeah. Big Mick.
Oh, what's going on? Honey Pig. G'day, mate. What's going on? How are you? Corey, thanks for popping in, mate. What's happening? LSJ, saying g'day. What's going on, my friend? Thanks for popping in. Caleb, how are you, mate? Mick, too kind, my friend. Thanks, bud. Oh, Tyler's in the house. What's going on, mate? How are you? How's Radical League going for you? Took Miller was back, my friend. You would have been happy. Going to try and bring him in this week. Georgios, hey, Shorty, I don't want to trade out Dacos, but it's the only one that will make the trades work. Dacos, Jason and Francis, Rochelle to Took, Short, and Clark. Wanted to trade out O'Driscoll, but fell 40k short. Yeah, that's awkward because O'Driscoll probably needs to go. I mean, it's not a disaster. If that makes it work for you, it's not too bad. I mean, Dacos had his first drop in price. So, yeah, it's not a disaster, but obviously, yeah, you might not get O'Driscoll. I mean, you might hit that 77 break even, but I think do what you got to do to make that trade work because getting in Took and Short are good priorities. Yeah, 1 minute early, mate. Normally late to things, aren't I, Jack? Thanks, man.
He's always late and it always pisses me off.
Whoa. Bro. So brutal. Caleb. Driscoll and Jason Horn Francis out for Parker and Clark. Yeah, I like it, mate. Parker exploded last week, didn't he? Which was good. So, yeah, he's not hanging around that price for too much longer. Big Dave did he? Yeah. The one who thinks I'm bogan?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Thanks.
You might be watching.
Dave, if you're out there, mate, what's going on? Oh, good to see you've been tuning in, you know. Just if you could return that in due course, man, that'd be great. Well, oh shit. Where am I? Oh, I didn't put it into both the groups. Whoops, I only put it into one. My mistake. Yeah, give us a little thumbs up if you're hanging around for quiz later. We got a few questions ready to absolutely knock your socks off. Should be a bit of fun. Let me just chuck this one into old mate serious SuperCoaches. FL SuperCoach 360 League still number 1. Love that. Alrighty, we are back. Xavier, g'day, Shorty. Is it worth using a boost to potentially do 2 upgrades? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my sort of thoughts on the boost are that it should just be a tool to progress you quicker. So don't ever feel like, I mean, there might be a time later in the year where we wish we had a trade boost, but I think if you can do a couple upgrades, absolutely do them for sure. Nikki says, "Hey Shorty, how are you, my boy? Took was back with a 160, showing that he's still a gun. Yeah, mate. Hope you're well. Yes, he was. I really wanted to get him last week, and I went Brayshaw. Hurts, but Brayshaw will be all right. But yes, Miller making his way into my team this week for sure. Tyler, if Rada was in Stanley, in for Stanley, we would have won by 40. Straight facts. NJD Shorty, how are you, mate? I'm good. How you traveling, my friend? Global Sports Card Investor. G'day there, Daniel San. What's going on, mate? Thanks for popping in. Lucas says, would you trade out Butters? No, I wouldn't. I understand, he's been a little bit off, but he's been up and down. I thought last week he was back to being pretty solid. 89's, it's not too bad. You take that. And the week before he was, had gastro, copped a bit of a knock, and so he wasn't quite right. I know he's been up and down prior, but I still think he's worth persisting. So I'd keep him, mate. Caleb says who to field, Clark or Dacos. I'd probably wait and see on the teams on that. If a bloke like Yo comes back, or if Gaff's named on the ground, or if the Eagles get a few back, then I'd probably more so favour Dacos regardless. I think he's just a little bit more solid. We've only had one look at Clark, so he could go ton, he could go 100 again, or he could go 50. But Dacos has proven a pretty safe option. Leroy, shorty lad, how's it going? Currently stuck in Joseph Brittle. Oh my God. Stuck in his basement, but using my last MB of data to tune in. Wouldn't miss it for the world. That's some strong commitment, man. And look, once I'm done the live session, I'll try and break you out of that little pickle. But for the moment, just stay tuned. NJD, O'Driscoll and Jason Francis out. Cripps and Clark in. Thoughts? Yeah, love that, mate. Cripps, I think he's got to break even to like 29. O'Driscoll's definitely done his thing. He's made some cash, and it's time to offload him. So I think O'Driscoll down to Clark will be just about the most popular thing people do this weekend. Caleb also says next week we'll be able to pick up any premium defender by going one up, one down. What defender would you suggest? I already have Crisp, Short, Hewitt, and Sicily. I mean, I naturally go Stewart. I mean, if you can still grab him, even though he'll be skyrocketing in price, definitely look to grab him. Just looking at the guys you've sort of got there. Yeah, look, I mean, I'd keep an eye on even someone like Pendlebury. I think he's been really solid. Dawson has been really solid as well. And Aaron Hall's about 1 or 2 weeks away. So I think it'll be a nicely priced way to finish off your back line if you're that way inclined. So that's something to just think about. Chest on my shirt, the boys. How are you, mate? What's going on? Thanks for popping in. Craig's in the house. Had another nice week, did Craig. Hey, Shorty. Darcy Cameron for Hugh Dixon. How much do you think Cameron can get to? Can he make it to 500K? Maybe worth trading. Darcy Cameron, eh? Can't say I'd really thought about him, but obviously in the absence of Grundy, he's been doing a bit of ruck work, and I'm guessing from Craig's comment that he obviously had a good week, and he did. He's at 330K and scored 115 on the weekend, doing a bulk of the ruck, had 15 hitouts, couple of snags. Look, I wouldn't be entertaining that one. I think it's a bit fraught with danger. He may well have some really nice numbers, but off the back of 1 week, I wouldn't be sort of at such an awkward price. I don't think, we basically would need him to go beyond 450 just to even justify it. So I'd steer clear of that one, mate. Caleb says, thoughts on Ben Keys and Andrew Brayshaw being top 8 mids Supercoach wise, and your opinion on who will be top 6 backs, top 8 mids, and top 2 rucks, and top 6 forwards. Golly gosh, we'll cover the whole ground. I do think they'll be top 8 mids, or certainly top 8 to 10. There's so many gun mids. Put it this way, I definitely consider bringing them in. In terms of, let's go down back, I'll try and just, rocket some names at you. You got Sicily, you got Stewart, you got Short, of course. Crisp, I think, is still up there. Like I said, Pendlebury and Dawson, I like the look of. Aaron Hall when he comes back, George Hewitt, if I didn't mention him already. In the midfield, we all know the big guns. You got Miller, McRae, even though he killed us the other week with that captaincy option. You got Oliver, you got Petrarca, you got Miller. Can't remember if I said him. Mills is up there. Brayshaw's up there. Keys is a gun. Lockie Neal, of course. Paddy Cripps is a jet. Did I say Callum Mills? So there's sort of a few guys that readily come to mind. Ruck department, if you can get your hands on Gawn, that's ideal. Sean Darcy's probably one just to keep an eye on. I think he's had a shocking start to the year, just in and out all over the place. But I think stay tuned. I think it could be a handy pickup. And up forward, obviously Parker works his way into that discussion now. We've already got Dunkley. Tim English will come back. Cornelio's almost in that discussion. And then, you've got the likes of Heaney. I still think Butters could be a really solid option. So, yeah, there are a few names, and I'm sure I've missed a couple of obvious ones, but just off the top of my head, there are a few guys to hopefully get you thinking. Nick says, hey, Shorty, any new Tinder matches you've explored recently? We keep that sort of content for the after work Thursday night video, mate. So, can't give away anything too much yet, mate, but stay tuned. Unless there's a big injury, mate, I can't drop these Tinder stories every week. They got to be special, We need like a brutal trade or a brutal team selection or a big injury. Then Shorty cheers the boys up with a little Tinder story. Footy Law says, Shorty, I'm afraid to say, but your mate's hair is looking better tonight. He's a sharp-looking fella. He has abandoned me, but he'll be back. There's no doubt he'll be back. Jackson, hey, mate, what's going on? Shorty, mate, when's the drunk stream happening and the Play School Watch stream? I'm feeling like probably later in the piece in terms of the whole year, but maybe when I don't have TAFE the next day. So maybe a Wednesday night might feature a couple of Malibu pineapples and a couple of cheeky little cruises in there for you. A little Suntory. Get a little dangerous. Thanks for everyone who's jumped in so far. Feel free to pump out any questions you'd like if you're listening to this one back on the replay. I appreciate you jumping in. Morgan, O'Driscoll and Nick Dacos to Greg Clark and Callum Mills, left to 10K in the bank. Yeah, good stuff. I like that. Mills is a gun. He's had a whopping couple of weeks, and like I said before, that Clark trade will be super popular this week. James Joyson, Nick Vlosten now. Oh, look, I know, I must admit, I talked him down last week, and he's gone, 98, 155, and 110. I must admit, he did intercept really well. He's still not a guy that I'm looking at bringing in. I'm not rushing towards getting him. I know probably short playing more midfield did lend itself to him being, the main kick-out guy and getting a fair bit more of that ball down back. But, yeah, look, he did stick it up me last week and played a really good game. But, again, I wouldn't be rushing out to get him, put it that way. Honey Pig, thinking about doing Bowie, Horn Francis and O'Driscoll to Doherty, Parker and Clark. But is it a concern to go on Clark a week early? No, I don't think it is, mate. I think, there's always an element of risk, but in terms of as confident as you could be, a mature ager in a team that's rebuilding who's just scored a century, it probably gives us about as much confidence to go 1 week early that we can have. So I'll be doing it, and I think a lot of others will be too. 5, yo, Shorty, thoughts on boosting to get McComb and Clark while upgrading Cherry to Parker, 380K in for next week. Look, I'm not McComb. I don't know. I probably wouldn't rush to get McComb. Unless you need to make that trade to get the cash desperately for this week. I know he's on the bubble. I probably wouldn't jump at it. I know he had a nice handy score last week, but I just have a bit of a gut feel on that job security. Just not sold on it. I'm really interested to see how Cooper Hamilton goes this week. Giants don't have many out, particularly down back. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't rush to boost that one. Global Sports Card Investor, any new news in the life of Shorty? How's the Killer Moth situation? Yeah, mate, none since that story, which is handy. So I've dodged a bullet there, which is nice. No news just yet. Shorty was just TAFE got called off today. So I did that leagues video. If you want to know how you're going in one of the Shorty SuperCoach leagues, Holy shit. Hey, Jack. How
What's
are
up,
you,
man?
man? Hey, oh, what's up? Caitlin's in the house.
Daddy boy.
Oh, fuck. Have you just come in to piss me off, bro? Or...
Say hi, man.
No, someone talked about your hair before.
Did they? What about it?
Yeah.
It's getting old.
No, he said it was good.
Thanks, man.
Football says, Shorty, I'm afraid to say, but your mate's hair is looking better tonight. I don't know if he's having a...
Oh, shit, looking better. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it wasn't looking good last
so,
time. So sometimes it grows out, sometimes well. sometimes
yeah.
doesn't.
So you can take that as a compliment, I think.
Watto carries. Thanks, amusement. Thanks, man.
He's obsessed with you now, too.
Does Jack do SuperCoach? To get tips off you, should recommend doing it, Jack? No. I'll give Shorty the tips.
That is false. That is false.
Not how this works. So, footy galore, I'm actually ranked higher than Shorty. So,
That is incorrect. And I actually just schooled him in draft. Absolutely schooled him. So, oh, shit. Yeah, Caitlin's not joining in. Just come say hi. New roommate, too. Caitlin, what's up? We go to TAFE together. So, I wonder if anyone from TAFE's watching.
I hope so.
Maybe not. But, yeah, don't call me Danny boy. They actually know about Danny.
Oh, how much you love it.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, I hope that doesn't catch on.
Oh, really?
In my YouTube or real life. Where was I? Yes, thanks, amusement. Craig says O'Driscoll against North will maybe get to 100. I mean, potentially. I mean, it's always hard to judge, isn't it, mate? I mean, I don't always think weaker opponent team wins equals good score. You know, Brayshaw scores 77 in a really, really good win against the Cats. You know, you would have. It just depends, but I think you play the odds. The bloke reaches that sort of break even. I think it's time for him to go. Brady says Hugh Dixon, Dacos Berry, Rochelle and O'Driscoll. Who would you get rid of first? I think Dixon I'd hold with. I feel like he could be number one ruck. I feel like I read something with health and safety. Someone's out. Dacos, I definitely wouldn't put in the, urgent category. I don't really know too much on Berry. I'm leaning towards probably Rochelle. Yeah, Berry didn't go too well last week, did he? I'd probably say Rochelle, mate, closely followed by Driscoll. I guess Berry can still score. I know he's been up and down, but just being more experienced, you'd probably just have a slight bit of extra faith in him. Mick says Driscoll and Rochelle for Short and Parker. That's a juicy little double upgrade, and we know how much we love those. Footy galore, I think we touched on that one. Jack did, SuperCoach. Yeah. Yes, no, I think he should do it, mate. He should do it, but he loves just jumping into the live session whenever he can. Corey, your leagues are flying, Shorty, in the rank, and also especially Shorty League One, which I'm a part of. Yeah, good stuff, mate. Keep it going. And League One is the clear front runner. They're doing nice. Ranked 76, I think, out of 38,000 leagues. So good stuff, guys. Keep it going. Amusement says, so Jonah is at footy training. Must not have got cut from the Rezzies. Yes, it was a tough time, mate. Pretty strong squad. I quit. You fucking know this, man. D-Mac, thoughts on getting in the Fortress, Darcy Ford? Bloke can't miss, can he? Loves the sausage. He's got some weird-ass hair going on, but, yeah, maybe not for our SuperCoach size. Like a legacy for life, I need to get a premium ruck, but then only have one trade boost left. Should I do it? Yeah, look, it probably depends who that ruck upgrade is. I mean, if it's a good premium, I would say do it, because it is tough to finish off this ruck department, isn't it? It's proven quite difficult. So, yeah, I'd say so. Global Sports Card Investor, we're smashing it in the A team, and I'm on top. Yes, good, mate. Good stuff. Keep it going. Well done. Amusement Productions, Shorty waiting for the Rezzies call up. He's in good form. Amusement started strong. Corey, what do you think of getting Sicily or Pendlebury to cover for Witherden? Oh, yeah, he's out, isn't he? Health and safety. This week, who I got 2 weeks ago? Oh, should I get Oliver and hope McCartan comes back in this week? I'd say so. Yeah, I'd jump at the chance to get Clayton Oliver. And again, that second part of your decision, we'll know in a couple of days. I'd say McCartan would come back. So I think doing Oliver, you should be fine there. Xavier, sneaky wines option at 505k, 100k cheaper and without the injury affected game. Has scored reasonable thoughts. Sneaky M8. Yeah, I talked about him a couple of weeks ago. And I mean, yeah, to an extent. Look, I don't think he's a top 10 mid, put it that way. So it's really just a matter of if you look at your bench and you're like, shit, I don't have much cash there. I need to find a bargain somewhere. Yeah, he's probably going to give you 100 to 105 average. I don't see him averaging what he did last year. I think we'll look back and say that was his career best year, and the rest of it sort of looks like his entirety of his career, which has been 99 to 105, more or less. So if cash is an issue, I would do it, mate. Otherwise, I'm happy to just leave him. Spooky Mookie, about to rip a flat one for you're a dangerous unit, mate. Bringing in Stuart, Geelong's finest footy player besides you. Hope you're well, mate. Solid super coach. Love and life. Thanks, mate. It's good to see you back. I saw you in the comments the other day. It was good to see you. Always just heart skips a beat, mate, when you're in the comments. You just never know what's going to go on here. NJRO, what are you studying at uni, Shorty? Just doing youth work at the moment, mate. So, yes, I was doing a bit of study before we jumped on the live sesh. So, yeah, it's going quite well so far. Gus, Shorty, mate, my bench is struggling. Yeah, you probably wouldn't be alone there. And I guess this is a tough part. It's all fun and games, and it's pretty easy in the first 6 to 8 weeks when we do have a lot of really good options from the start of the year. It's this second wave of rookies that is tricky. That's why I kept saying you can't miss Hayes. You know, try and get Roses. And I know he didn't do too great last week, but you got to take these guys and hope. And that's why Greg Clark could come at a perfect time. So do your best, mate. Do your best. As we know, Cash Gen is crucial on the bench to upgrade on the field. Jackson, thoughts on Brody to Parker? I don't mind it. I think getting Parker in is a great idea. Brody, I don't think he's a keeper. And in that, if I've said that, then he's a money maker. And he's probably made as much coin as he's going to make. He might make a smidgen more, but I reckon he's done his job. So if that's your only option to get to Parker, I don't mind it, mate. But you definitely, Brody and the likes could, Nick Martin, they could be one of our last upgrades. They're scoring and pretty reliable. Mick, Jack Carroll in a couple of weeks, you reckon? I'll be interested to see. Obviously, he played mid, didn't he, I believe? Scored quite nicely. George Hewitt was out. I'm not sure if he comes back. I don't know if he fits into that Carlton team when all that big gun midfield is available. I guess we'll wait and see. But if he does, then yeah, he looks like he's going to be a handy cash cow if that job security looks solid. Jason, evening, Shorty. Hey, mate, how you going? Thanks for dropping in. Cheers for your comments the other day too, mate. Appreciate that. Gus, anyone around 300 to 250k mid, that's a good option. Oh, not that I've sort of looked at or sort of thought about it. They'd have to be a damn good option for us to pick them in that awkward price. I mean, at this stage of the year, you really want to get as much bang for your buck as you can when you're downgrading. At that sort of price, 250 to 300, it's pretty awkward. Amusement says, 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, g'day, mate. My dad still hasn't come home from getting the milk and just saw he's doing a live stream on YouTube. Please help. Oh, that's good. That's good. You'll do well to top that tonight, mate. That's funny. James, Jason, Sam Doherty, good or bad? Oh, mate, he's been solid as a rock, hasn't he? I probably should have mentioned him before, really. He's just a guy that I probably just underrate. Like, I just kind of feel like he'll slow down a smidgen just because his last couple of years have been mid-90s kind of deal. So, again, he's probably not one I'd absolutely jump at and make a massive priority. So, what's he priced at? He's priced at 560. I'd still probably prefer like a Scott Pendlebury, if you know what I mean. So, but maybe I'm still underrating him. Nikki says, thoughts on getting Ollie Wines at 500k? I reckon for that price, he can produce some good things. Yeah, I touched on him before, mate, so hopefully you heard. But I'm happy to go without Wines. For that price, he's a really good pick. but it's just probably an assessment of, do you reckon you can get someone better down the track? So he's at a nice price now, but there potentially will be better options at M8 in other people's teams. So it's something to think about. Edmund, best forward under 500k, or would you use a super boost to bring in Heaney, trade away Cherry and Ward to upgrade Rochelle? Let's have a look, mate. I mean, Butters is under 500k, and I'm still a fan of him. I don't mind the double trade if it's really important to get a bloke like Heaney. Internet's working well too. That's loading. Real nice. Let's have a look. Forwards under 500k. Yeah, look, aside from Butters down there, look, I mean, Taranto's going to be under 500k next week, barring he goes nuts, So that's something to think about. Otherwise, not too much, mate. But if you can wait a week, Taranto will come into a nice price next week. Greg, Tim English might be back doing a fitness test later in the week. Good. That's crucial, mate. I think there'll be a lot of sides that have held on to him. And if you haven't, there'll be a lot of teams looking to bring him in soon. And I will be one of those for sure. Jason says trading out Dacos in Sugar Daddy. Yes, that Sugar Daddy story has really stuck with a few people. Stewie's Mountain Dew. What's up, Shorty? Thoughts on Horn Francis, Rochelle and Hayes to McComb, Clark and Cripps or Parker in this week? Hey, mate. Yeah, I'm well. Hope you're going all right. Look, I'm not red hot on McComb. Just got gut feel on his job security. And Parker and Cripps, yeah, look, it could be either. It could be either. I mean, I'd preference Cripps out of those two, just because I think he's, I know Parker went insane on the weekend, but Cripps is the more reliable one. Cameron says, any rookies coming through over the next week or two? Well, Cooper Hamilton's a guy that I was looking at and might just be worth. Someone mentioned Jack Carroll before. But yeah, Cooper Hamilton, 102k. I think it's worth just keeping an eye on him. Morris Rioli as well, scored 92. I mean, he's going to be up and down. If he kicks goals, lays tackles, he can pump out a 90. But if he doesn't, could definitely score a 40. So, couple to keep in mind. I'm really interested to watch Cooper Hamilton. That's for sure. And I'm sure you're aware of Greg Clark as well. And Greg, I just touched on McComb, however you bloody want to go about it. Not sold on it. I think there could be better options. I just get the sense that, we could pick him up now and he makes us 60 to 80k and then he's not in the team. And it could work the other way. I'm just not red hot on him. Gus, anyone for Dacos and O'Driscoll? And then he also says, I did Ward and Cherry for Parker and Clark. Good or bad? No, there's nothing wrong with that, mate. That's fine. Get Parker in for sure. Clark's a good option. Do you play footy? No, I don't, actually. I've played footy over the journey, but not this year. Just had a few commitments on. And, I mean, footy's a massive commitment that just with work and TAFE, not playing at the moment. Wouldn't mind pulling the boots on. Had a kick of the footy today, actually. Just went for a drive. Slotted a couple of sausages. So, yes. James. G'day, Shorty. How have you been? I've been all right, mate. How are you travelling? Thanks for popping in. Thoughts on out O'Driscoll and Ward, and in comes Sicily and Greg Clark. I like it a lot, mate. I love the Clark option, and Sicily's really coming to his own. I don't think it'll be too effective when CJ comes back. He looks back to his intercepting best, so I like it. Amusement worth getting Ryan Pappenhausen. It's a good name, isn't it? It's a good name. James continues. Should I be looking to go Nick Dacos to Andy Brayshaw or Miller next week? Up and about for the quiz. That's what we like to see, mate. Good man. If you can, try and get Miller in sooner because he's got the lower break even. Brayshaw off the back of that 77 buys you a bit of time. So you probably got a couple of weeks for Brayshaw. I don't think that price is going anywhere drastic. So try and get Miller in sooner. Jonas, Shorty, have you got a round 12 buy players out? You have a lot of, Hewitt, Short, Ridley, Martin, Cripps, Steele, Cornelio, Bruce, Butters. What's your plan? Yeah, look, I do, and I get the sense a lot of others will as well. So that's part of it. It's a bit annoying that it's in round 12, the first bye week, I believe. So you can't really do much about it. But if I look at those guys, there's a chance Bruce might have done his job by then, and I might trade him to another premium ruck. Same with Martin. He might be time to go. Even Cornelia, he might have got to that point, and I'm like, thanks, Steve. You've done a great job, but I'm going to upgrade you to a gun midfielder. You'll give me 100 a week, Cornelia. That's great, but I can get a guy that's giving me 112 a week. So my plan might be to just potentially offload one or two of those guys, but otherwise, I'm just going to have to cop it. So I'm just going to have to try and do my best to get through it. And I reckon I'll start to look a bit closer at the buys in 2 or 3 weeks, I reckon. Daniel T. Sicily, still good value to bring in next week. Going to be 560K roughly, but wanted to get Took this week. Yeah, I think it is a pity that you'd love to get them both this week. But if I had to pick one to get and preference, I agree with you. Get Miller in this week. Pod, this stream is culture. Oh, you're a good man, mate. Thanks for popping in. Amusement is back. Gone to Jonah and some lunch money for tomorrow. Thoughts? Yeah, mate. So I like it. Once Jonah's home, mate, I'll get him in. I'm sure he'll be keen to chat. Matt, Horn Francis and O'Driscoll to Cripps and one of Petrarca or Parker. Who? I would preference Parker, only just, and it's almost just a break-even decision on that one. So I think all 3 guys are blokes that are well worth your time in getting. So I just sort of preference it on who's probably the best option financially. So I'd go Parker. Jace, the great Daniel Short. I need you to take a look at the state of my draft team and get me back on the board. Currently 1,023 average and 4 and 2. Big ounce of mull on the line. Yeah, good, mate. I always love to help with draft. So, I don't know how I can best do that for you, but more than happy to try and resuscitate this draft side. But you're 4 and 2. Sounds like you're going okay. Greg, McComb or Clark? Definitely Clark for me. Absolutely, mate. Chris, hey, shorty, mate. Love the channel. Lovely, mate. Thank you very much. And I appreciate you jumping on board. Thanks heaps for the comment, mate. Hopefully you stick around for the quiz. Oliver, is McComb and Clark a good downgrade trade for Took? Like I've sort of said, I can see how McComb could be a good option. I can equally see a reality where he's not in the Dogs team over the next 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But I definitely see Clark's job security much better. Cooper Hamilton, I'm interested. I don't know what it is. I'm interested. Sean Nugget, how lucky is the whole SuperCoach community that Jake Lloyd pulled out round 1? Yeah, that's a good point. That's such a good point. At the time, I was like, oh, you're kidding me. But it's actually turned out to be an absolute lifesaver. Shortbread Live Tuesday night session thoughts. Mate, the Tuesday night live session, mate, could be a regular. It'll either be that one or Wednesday. And where am I? Oh, nearly lost it. Panto, hey, shorty brother, how's things? I'm good, mate. How you traveling? Week going all right? Thanks for popping in. D-Mac, get rid of Nathan O'Driscoll or Jason Horn-Francis. I would get rid of O'Driscoll unless Jason Horn-Francis has a break even that, once I trade him out, you sort of pay a little bit less attention to them. Look. No, I'd definitely trade out O'Driscoll of those 2, mate. Gus, how is the NRL footy tips going? I'm not sure if it was you asked me about NRL last week as well, but not me strong suit, mate. Definitely not. And then Gus says, Shorty getting chicks. Oh, that must have been when Caitlin walked in. Oh, I hope you guys haven't said anything too loose then. Oh, boy. Theo, he's gone a must. Which rookies should I bring? Clark. Love the channel, dude. Keep it up. Thanks, mate. Always appreciate your comments each week. Look, I think he is a must, but probably not just yet. If you can, great. But I just get the sense he's running so hot that I can't catch him. He's way up there. I can't get him. There will be a time where he just scores 88, 97, and he just comes down to more like affordable. He's never going to be cheap, but he is a must in my opinion. It's probably just a matter of when and how we do that. Sean says, but my question is, that's right. You had a bit of fun before. Yeah. My question is it worth the boost to trade in Clark, Carroll, Cripps for Rochelle, Hinge, O'Driscoll? Only way I can afford Cripps, ranked 3,500 odd, cheeky flex. Nice. He's going well. I like that. That's definitely one for the teams, mate. I'm not 100% on how Carroll's job security is. And Hinge could be back this week as well. So whether you would still trade him out or not, I don't know whether that would reshuffle your thoughts. But that, honestly, that one, I like the trade as it is. It's definitely worth going out of your way. Like, use a trade boost to get Cripps for sure. Just maybe the ins and outs of that trade might change once the teams come out. And Theo, I hope you're good, bro. Thanks, mate. No, not too bad. Not too bad. I hope you're well too, mate. I had a little drive down to Lawn today. So, yeah, it was good, actually. Thanks for everyone who's jumped on board. We're hovering around the 60, which is we're a consistent group here at Shorty SuperCoach. I love it. Always between the 60 or 80. Plenty of familiar faces and names. So, yeah, thanks again for jumping on board. And I'm looking forward to the quiz. Winner gets to, if they like, can shoot me a message on the Facebook and via the Shorty SuperCoach, and I can give them a few of my thoughts if you wish. If you just want the bragging rights, that's cool too. Jackson traded. His other comment went down a bit. Traded Raul, Daniel Rioli, and Horn Francis for Miller, Lloyd, and Greg Clark. Thoughts, Shorty? I like the Miller one. I like the Clark one. I'm thinking that's Jake Lloyd. I just hold fire on that. I don't think he's playing as well as he has been. There's a bit of a different look down back for the Swans. He's just not as prolific. Whether it's kick in, whether it's link up off halfback, I don't know. But I probably wouldn't jump at going Jake Lloyd. I know he's been our best friend for years and years, and he's cheap. But I just would hold fire on that one. Amusement says, Danny, Daddy, look behind you. You're a funny man, mate. Jonas, are St Kilda ever going to bring the mower Mitch Owens out of the shed? Yeah, what do you play? A couple of games, maybe? Might be time, mate. Might be time. But I don't know if I know too much about the young lad. Gus, thoughts on Sam Draper? Had a big week. Hewitt back or not? I'm not too sure on Hewitt. I'm hopeful, but that's about it. And Sam Draper, I wouldn't jump at. He did have a good week. But, that was against a pretty inexperienced Dogs outfit. Oh, well, not inexperienced. Martin's an experienced player, but no longer the player he was. Draper's been awfully inconsistent this year, so just not one for our sides, I don't think. Daniel T, you missed my question before, so I'll ask again. I don't reckon I saw one about Isaac coming. I saw one from you, mate, but thanks for sending it through again. Sorry if I missed that. Thoughts on Isaac Cumming as a pod? Averaged almost 106. Very slept on pick, I reckon, only in 1,000 teams. Very good point. And one of the biggest contributors to Lachie Whitfield, I reckon, not being so good. It's hard to argue. A bit like Bailey Dale. So, honestly, he's shown really good improvement last year and he's continuing on with it. So, I couldn't argue. I'd prefer to go with more proven guys, but he's starting to get the runs on the board, isn't he? Gus, what's with the cow in the background? I hope you weren't talking about. Oh shit. Wayne, Cherry out, Clark in, P. McCartan out, Brody in, 58k in the bank. Brody, is that who you're going? Brody? Yeah, look, if it's Brody, I probably don't know if Brody's a keeper, if that's who you mean. And just see, McCartan might be back in. I mean, I know his break even's like 44. It's nothing too sexy, but yeah, maybe just wait and see. Just wait and see, maybe. Dylan, is it worth trading out O'Driscoll, Horn Francis, and Berry for Parker, Cripps, and Clark. Otherwise, I can only get Cripps this week. I only have to field Drizzle, DeConning, and Clark after this. Yeah, good. Set up nicely. I'd use a trade boost on that for sure. I think if a trade boost can get you access to 2 premiums, it's definitely well worth it, mate. Good stuff. Honey Pig, cheers for the answer, Shorty. Appreciate your work. No worries, mate. Thanks as always for dropping in, asking a couple of questions. Hopefully you stick around for the quiz. Noel, hey, Shorty. Thinking Jason Horn Francis and O'Driscoll to Macomb and Cripps. Hope you had a good week. And great that I finally was able to get in the Q&A. Absolutely. Good to have you on board. Hope the week's treating you pretty nicely as well, mate. Yeah, don't mind that at all. Like I've said before, Macomb, I'm just 50-50 on job security, but mature age player, it's, certainly a strong chance to hold the spot. I just don't know, just a bit of a gut feel, but otherwise really like the trades. Daniel T is short a good VC option now playing midfield against the Pies this week. He'd have to be worth a dabble. I mean, I'd probably feel like I'd prefer to go to some other guys that are proven 150 pluses more regularly. And I don't know if that's a permanent move to the midfield, whether Cochin's back and that type of thing. So wait and see. But, hey, if they don't get too many back and he's playing midfield again, yeah, hard to argue the way he played last week. You'd have to think he gets a little bit more attention against a better Pies side. Edmund, thoughts on Cherry to Rioli, downgrading Ward and picking up Heaney? Oh, yeah. Yeah, look, I don't mind it. Rioli's probably going to be pretty inconsistent, but had a really good week. Cooper Hamilton, keep that in mind. Probably get you another 20K as well. I think both could be good. Both could be not so good depending on the week. But, yeah, something to keep in mind. I like the trade, the nuts and bolts of it, though. Gus, highest views on a live. Last year, I reckon it might have been round 1 or the week just before. I remember we clocked up about 112 right on the live session. And this year, I think it's about 92, 93. So normally pretty consistent normally hovers around 60 to 80. So, yeah. Craig, hey, Shorty, my trades this week. Tell me what you think. McCartan, Dacos, McDonald, out for Stewart, James Sicily, and Clark from the Eagles. Yeah, really like it, mate. You could keep Dacos if you need it, but to bring in Stewart is obviously going to help you so much on a points point of view. And Stewart's going to burst out of the stratosphere here with that 187. So, no, I think that's good, mate. Cameron, is the Kangas rookie Paul Curtis worth getting in? Yes, he's one I didn't mention. Good point. He's on the bubble. Yeah, I think he's going to be potentially inconsistent, but probably not a high ceiling. He's going to have days where he kicks a couple of goals, lays 5 tackles, pump out a nice 80 or 90, and he could have days where he scores 40 odd. So, but I do think he's got some handy job security. So sometimes that's just as important. Anonymous Baller, thoughts on Hall Francis Rochelle and Jack Hayes to Clark. Is that Macomb? And Gawn. Yeah, look, if you can get Gawn in, I'd strongly encourage that. So you got to shelve a bit of cash, obviously, but yeah, I like it. Wayne says, what would you think of Carroll in for Berry? Not as sold on Carroll in terms of job security. Again, that's a strong Carlton midfield. They've had a couple out over the last few weeks, and obviously most recently Hewitt. So I'm just not sure, but probably to trade Berry's not a bad option. Whether it's for Carroll, there are definitely other options, but he's in the mix. I'd like to wait on the teams and just get a bit of a feel for it. Pod, what is the quiz focused on? Just all-round footy, mate. I think there's a SuperCoach question in there as well. But, yeah, a bit of footy from the weekend, a bit of historical footy. So just a bit of general AFL, my friend. Hope you can stick around for it. If you are sticking around, give us a little thumbs up, mate. Andy T, Shorty, hope you're well, bud. Not sure who to go between Sicily or Parker. Who would you prefer? Also, Cam Guthrie as a possible for the mids. Good luck this week, mate. Yeah, cheers, mate. No, I hope you're going well as well. I'd preference Parker. I just think where he's at price-wise, he's going bonkers with that 150. And I wouldn't entertain Guthrie. I wouldn't. As a Cats man, he's just not going as well as he has. He had a hot patch last year, that's for sure, but I don't think he's a guy that we should look to bring into the sides. LSJ, James, who do you reckon rising star? Mine's John Newcomb. I'm super biased, love Hawthorn. Look, he's looking really good, but I can't go past Nick Dacos. I know he's had a couple of quieter weeks, but I think by the time the year is out, I've got a feeling it'll be pretty comfortably Nick Dacos. But Newcomb, you've got to go there. He's hard, tough as nails. Joe, hey daddy, you look a bit hot from a few layers off, maybe. You're a cheeky man, Joe. You keep me on the toes, my friend. And another Joe, Shorty, are you on gear? Nah, mate. Just keeping it chilled tonight. Just on the waters. You know how it be. Steve, Shorty, mate, you laughed a bit at Seb Ross selection. Another 21 from him. Good to see. Yes, I did laugh at him, and I stand by it, Steve. I'm sorry, mate, but I'm glad that Ross did well, and I saw your comment in the comments. But all I ask you, Steve, is he's 450k. It's great he's reeling off tons, but he ain't going to be a keeper, and he ain't going to make enough coin to be a cash cow. So good luck to Seb, but he doesn't feel a need for SuperCoach, unfortunately. Gus, where is Elijah Hollins from the Gold Coast? Yeah, look, I got no idea, mate. I mean, hopefully he can debut or come in some stage in the year and be really handy. But at the moment, I am unsure. Jamal, do I captain Gorn or another mid? Who the D's got this week? Trying to think. These have got St Kilda. Not a bad option depending who they have rucking. I mean, yeah, I think Gorn's a really reliable captain option. Again, if Jackson's back, that might change his decision, but possibly use another mid as a VC. And then I think Gorn's a pretty safe option as a C with the form that he's in. Nate, just dialed in, Shorty. What do we know about Paul Curtis? Thinking avoid and bring in Clark and maybe Carroll next week. I think he'll be solid. Like I said before, he'll have his ups and downs, sort of playing a small forward type of role. But I definitely preference Clark. Totally agree with you there, mate. Steve says finally getting Cripps in this week to put him next to Seb Ross. Never would have thought I'd put those two in the same sentence for us, Supercoach. But Steve is onto it. Chris, Shorty, when's the OnlyFans page coming? It's coming along slowly, mate. Slowly but surely. Jason, Jack Carroll in next week. Yes, look, he was impressive. He just played the one game so far, hasn't he? So I'll be keeping an eye on him. Just got me worries on the job security. Corey, what's the problem? What the problem is with these rookies, lots of them coming up next week have the round 12 bye. The worst bye of them all, everywhere. That's true. Hamilton, Rioli, and Carroll. That's a good point, actually. But hopefully, what's that give us? Like, what round is it? Round 8, 9, 10. 11. Yeah, it probably only gives 4 price rises. Yeah, it's a valid point. That is a valid point. Mick, what's your thoughts on Pendles? Yeah, good. I like it. I like it a lot. I think he gives you some nice versatility with your side, and I think he's a real solid option down back. If you can get him, I'd definitely endorse that. Benny Butcher's in the house. Hey, Shorty with a little X. It's a bit cute, mate. How you going? Good to see you. Adam, hey, Shorty, thoughts on Zorko as a pod option for D5? I already have Crisp, Sicily, Hewitt, and Short. Yeah, don't mind it. The only thing I'd say with Zorko is a bit of a role change. Hey, bro, what's going on? Jonah's here.
Shit.
Hey, man, what's going on? Shit, you been working out? Or? He's been asking about you, man.
Who's that?
Amusement Productions. You are a fucking clown. Yeah.
Who are you?
How do you know who he is? How's footy?
Good.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Get out. Where was I? Yes, Zorko. So, yeah, great month of footy or whatever it was down back. Coleman comes back in. He played 61% time forward on the weekend. Snagged a couple of goals, looked really creative. I think I think yes. I think he's a handy option, but I wouldn't mind just getting another look at a couple of weeks in this different role because we all know halfback is much easier to score points than half forward. But he will get some mid time as well. That's worth considering. Nate says, we'll have to get you a game for the Razorbacks, shorty. No matches, though. Mate, I'm all for it. Placey. Hey, shorty, thoughts on trades? Rochelle, O'Driscoll, and Jason Francis to Parker, Sicily, and Macomb. We'll only be filling Macomb at M8 this week. Then we'll be getting Clark in next week. Gives a double up. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Look, yeah, maybe. I mean, Macomb is proving super popular by looks at his mature age. Maybe it is worth jumping on board. But for me, I've just got a couple of concerns over if he holds his place in that dog's side. But he is coming through pretty loud and clear. Aaron Chapman, beautiful. Just come back from dinner and Shortmeister is already on. How are you, mate? Good to see you, Chappy. Hopefully you had a nice little dinner there, my friend. Gus just got on. G'day, Shorty. How many trades and boosters you got left? No worries, mate. How are you? I have 2 trade boosts left and 25 trades. So, but after this week, probably use 2 this week, I reckon. Down to 23. Tony says trade Gorn in. Yeah, definitely in the plans. Just can't afford him just yet. Hopefully soon. Jace, can you shout out Keza McCall, Big Gigs, Brad Hoff, LD, Branny, and JC? Well, there you go, man. Hopefully that meant something to the lads. Jason, hold Nick Martin until his bye. Yeah, he falls in that category of he can be one of the last guys that you get rid of because he's going well. He's going real well. Oh, and I've lost me spot. There we go. In classic Shorty fashion, I'm miles behind. Holy shit. Lemonator, you reckon Jake Lloyd will start to lift? Not sure. Honestly, I wouldn't bank on it. It seems to be a bit more involvement from the likes of Blakey, McInerney down there. So no, I would wait until he does lift until we actually go with him. I wouldn't try and preempt it. Gus Langers isn't in chat. No, I know he's not. He might be a bit busy, Langers. Knocking back a few Canadian clubs. Leroy, update. I have escaped the basement. However, now I need a lift home from Austria, ideally in time for the quiz. Just let me finish up, mate, and I'll book you an Uber. Daniel T, is 22 trades too low for now? Got Gibcus and McCartan D6, Clark M8, Martin F6, so feeling pretty good, but we have used quite a few trades. Got 7 big premiums in the midfield, though. No, that's fine, mate. That's fine. You've obviously used those trades to good advantage because your team's looking good. So don't be too concerned if the trades are looking a bit low because we got stacks this year, and if your team looks good, you should be all right. Chappy, 21 trades left, okay, with 4 upgrades left being Cogs, Brody, Bruce, keepers. Yeah, look, we'll wait and see. You know, Brody might be Bruce, maybe wait and see, but otherwise, I think you're looking pretty nice there. Leroy, serious Supercoach talk. Rochelle, Nathan O'Driscoll, and Durden for Clark, Parker, and Carroll. I really like it. Again, Carroll, just will he be a long-term guy in the team? We'll just have to wait and see. I didn't see him play, so others might be more impressed than I was because I didn't see him. But I like the nuts and bolts of it. Amusement Productions. Daniel, surely you do a random streams in the summer. I'm dreading the moment when round 23 concludes and Daddy fades away for 6 months. I will, mate. I'll be here for you. Don't worry. No, honestly, I probably will do the odd one. I do like to just switch off a little bit from the old content. Just give me a little bit of a break because it is a hectic preseason. But the live streams are probably my favorite thing to do. So, we might have to keep those rolling. Not every week, but every now and then for sure. Gus, ever been to Ocean Grove? Absolutely, mate. Love it down there in Ocean Grove. I haven't been for probably a month or so, but often go down there. Probably walk more so around Bowen Heads sometimes. Tyler, how's the Tinder life going for you, big man? By the sounds of all your stories, you should be on Grindr. No Tinder stories really of late. But I'll keep you posted. Just stay tuned, my friend. Fred, Bubble Boys, Macomb or Curtis? Yeah, it's tricky. I feel like Curtis has better job security. Macomb probably better scoring capacity. What do you think, Jack? Yeah, anyway. What are you looking at me for? What are you looking at? Fuck. You're not?
Nah.
Why not?
Got some videos.
Go on, I dare. Do the quiz and finish top 5. Back it up. Yeah, I'd throw Hamilton in the conversation too. I reckon he's pretty solid. Joshy Doolan, Sicily at D3 or Heaney at F2. What's more important to get done this week with Greg Clark? Probably Heaney, I reckon. I reckon. Greg, trade Gorn this week or wait? I would wait. Look, if you can, if you're not throwing the baby out with the bathwater, if you can do it, I would get Gorn in. But just for me personally, I'm just going to try and wait till he's even 40 or 50K cheaper. Try and find some form of affordability. Shane, is Neil the deal for captain this week against the Eagles? Yeah, he'd have to be right up there. They play. What day do they play? Oh, they play Saturday night. That's right. Yeah, so definitely a good captain option. And you might be able to sneak a handy one on the VC with someone else prior to that. Jonas, Shorty, the jackhammer. Of course, things are going to get loose. You're a dangerous individual, my friend. Greg, Sicily, Pendles, or Sinclair? I would probably... Sinclair's, I know he had a quieter week, but it's hard to go past him. I could see all three of them being a good option in your team. I do have great faith in Pendlebury, just how reliable he is and gives you flexibility as well. But yeah, all very good options. Oscar, thoughts on Todd Goldstein at 410K? I'm glad you asked this because it's worth touching on. Great one to bring in for your draft team, ride the wave for a month, but not for us. I think he'll love it when he's number one ruck, but once Cherry's back, we can only presume he'll go back into that sort of more of a forward role, help out in the ruck. So no, I don't think he's a guy that we should chuck into our sides. Steve, Shorty, I caught the live stream this week. What's going on? Thank you, mate. Good to see you. Pleased to see you jumped on board. Trading out O'Driscoll, Cherry for Miller and Greg Clark, or is there another rookie I should be looking at? No, I like that, mate. They will be my almost exact trades. The same blokes coming in, just a couple of different guys going out. Well, O'Driscoll will be the same. So I like it. You're a legend, buddy, says Dylan. Thanks, mate. Cheers for the feedback. Thanks for popping in. Oliver, I had 4 rookies that did not play last week, 2-3 rounds from upgrading my mids and forwards. When should I prioritize cash generation rather than points? Yeah, it's tough. All I'd say is don't miss an opportunity to get a good cash cow. That's all I could really say. So if it did become a point where you're like, gee, I really want this premium, but I can't miss this cash cow, that's probably when you might prioritize. GRB Aquatic says, g'day, Shorty, SuperCoach and everyone. Any news on Hewitt? I haven't heard any news, but I'll just do a real quick Google search and see. Doesn't look like anything super recent. Doesn't seem anything too recent, so we might have to wait on that one, but it'll be crucial. Josh says, did I skip any there? I don't think so. No, Josh says, thoughts on Zach Reid at the Bombers was quite late game, but was on 28 at quarter time as potential to intercept mark. It could be something to think about. Let's see how he goes this week. I think he's at 170K, so he's a bit more of a pricier one, if my memory serves me correct. But you're right. They rate him very high, and he's a pretty high pick as well. So, yeah, worth keeping an eye on for sure. Amusement, just asking for the feed again. He loves it, mate. Did you see Jonah before? That must have just made your day. Oliver, Shorty, love how you don't miss a single comment. Much love, lad. Oh, thanks, mate. No, I love your comments, guys. So I really do appreciate you jumping on board. So I always feel like if you drop in and you give me some time, I've got to give it back to you. So thank you very much, guys. Andrew, Shorty, who do we trade in this week defender wise? Honestly, I think Pendlebury's nicely priced, but Jaden Short's probably the one if you don't have him already. I think Crisp has bounced back. A few doubters early, but he's shown that he's a really good option. And keep Aaron Hall in mind for probably 3 or 4 weeks' time. Oh, and look, Jordan Dawson's. I still feel like he's got a couple of gears to go, so just keep him in mind. But if you don't have Jaden Short, he's clearly the one to get. Jonathan says, when's the quiz? Yeah, normally about 9:40 or so. I'll probably release the code, and we normally get started like 10 to 10 or something like that, mate. So if you want to pop in maybe around that 9:30 mark, just in case I get through the questions a bit earlier, which probably unlikely because I never do. But Andrew, hope you had a good weekend, Daddy. Thanks, mate. Solid weekend. Hope you did have a good one too. Elise, Jason Horn, Francis, Hinge, O'Driscoll to Gawn, Clark, McComb. Yeah, nice. If you can get Gawn in, strongly advise. Well played. I think that's a good idea. Zach, bring in Gawn and Clark, or bring in Parker, Strandicker, and Sinclair. Well, I think the big Eagles ruckman is out with health and safety protocols, so probably put a line through that one. So I'd say do your initial one. Get Gawn in if you can. Steve says also check out what an audio compressor does. It will help you out heaps in the audio department. All right, done. I will have a look at that. Thank you. Technology, not Shorty's strong suit, so thank you, Steve. You're a good man. Frank, hey, Shorty, what's the cow on the bed? Are you guys looking at that little thing? Me doing a cover, or am I just? I could be going crazy. Or you guys were talking about my roommates. Who knows? That could be aggressive. Andrew, thoughts on Holden? That's not bad. That nearly had me, man. I thought it was like a car brand or something, but that was close. Leroy, ban pod from the stream. Oh, aggressive. No, he's a good man, pod. Brandon, Data, thoughts on getting Gawn this week for the boost? Brody, Rochelle, and Dixon for Clark, Gawn, and Curtis. Yeah, don't mind that. I think you got to do what you got to do. Look, obviously you could hold Brody longer. Dixon, potentially could be number one ruck this week, but you got to cut something to get up to Gawn. So I understand that. So that's cool. Corey, what is crazy is Carlton have only played all the mids in one game. He says, yeah, you're right. I think Kennedy was out and Chera missed at times. So we know Cripps. So yeah, Hewitt now. Crazy. Daniel T, any interest in Dusty if he comes back firing, puts out a few tons? Could be a nice way to finish off the forward line over the buys. Yeah, you're right. And I'm very optimistic that he can, but we'll just wait and see. And I won't be bringing him in until he does show consistent big-time form, because he's obviously got a little bit going on. And he's going to be great to just see him back out playing footy. And if he can contribute to our Supercoach sides, well, that'd be even better. Greg, Gawn in, or Sicily and Clark and bank 307. Rucks are English and Bruce. I almost reckon if English comes back this week, I almost think you'd be better off holding and going Sicily, and just hope that Gawn trickles off just even a smidgen. Bruce is going to still go up, and maybe in like 3 weeks, it could be Bruce to Gawn, and they could just come together a little bit nicer. So that might help you. Steve says, does Langus have his own Supercoach YouTube? No, he doesn't. He used to have a photography YouTube, but I don't think he really uses it as much now. So no, he doesn't. But do you enjoy the podcasts that we do together? We do a podcast, obviously the one we do here. Also AFL Unlimited. You can check that out. Me and a few mates do a podcast. You can find that on Spotify and all those good things. Brandon says, or just upgrade Rochelle Dacos for Sicily or Bailey Dale. Help me, Daddy, please. What was your original question? Oh, that's right up there. Yeah, righto. I lean towards Sicily. I probably like your second option a bit more. They are both fine. But yeah, Dale's been really going well. Bit under the radar, but he has been going well. Nate, Nick Martin, rising star. He's looking great, isn't he? He's been great. Had a bit of a second wind, hasn't he? He's come good again. Amusement Productions, Seb Ross slander. Oh, we love what Seb does. I'm just telling you, Supercoach wise, he's not relevant. Daniel T. Holland's the new Rankin will come in firing. Then next minute he's scoring 3 against the Pies at the G. Oh boy, the Suns, they need some of these young guys to come on, don't they? Gus says Grundy is back in 2 weeks. Flynn Perez, Zave Grant, a must-have. Yeah, not too sure on the Grundy stuff. What's Flynn doing? 181. Oh, nah. Oh, Gus might be having a little bit of fun there, I reckon. Could be a handy footballer, Flynn. Probably not as handy for our Supercoach. Jace, thoughts on Nat Fife coming back? I'm super excited to see him back. Don't get the sense he'll be relevant to us in the Supercoach world. But, gee, the Dockers are looking really, really good already. Add him back into the mix, whether it's a bit forward, whether it's a bit midfield, very dangerous. And Pod says Perez is a bad pick. Yeah, fair call. LSJ, I've bought in Rioli and Clark for Cherry, Jason Orr, Francis. Should I boost? I've got 524 in the bank. Probably depends what you want to do with it. I don't think you really need to, unless there's. I don't really think anyone at 524. I'd be saving that money in the bank and doing something with Taranto next week or Tim English or something like that. Gus says Oliver Dempsey. Nah, he couldn't find it last week, mate. He's going to be inconsistent, unfortunately. He's a pretty young lad and just going to find it difficult to even hold his spot. But consistency could also be an issue. Amusement Productions reckons Levi Casbolt for F1. Maybe in another universe, mate. But Gus is shushing Pod. You're not Shorty the goat, are you? Oh, thanks, Gus. You're a good man. I love the questions, mate. He's smashing through the questions. What we love. And he's still having a crack at Pod there. No, there's nothing wrong with asking the questions, is it? We might not always agree, but there's nothing wrong with it. Harry says, "G'day, Shorty. You're a legend, bro." Thank you, mate. Okay, so I have a trade. Have to trade 2 of Horn, Francis, Rochelle, Durden, Dixon, or O'Driscoll for Cripps and Clark. Who do you reckon needs to go out of these players? I would put Rochelle into that category. Let me just look up Durden. Definitely feel like Rochelle. Yeah, okay. I'd probably say O'Driscoll and Durden. Sorry, Rochelle and O'Driscoll. Amusement's very happy to see Jonah. And there's Gus popping in, having a bit of lip with Pod. Brandon, what you think, McComb or Clark? What do you think, McComb or Clark for Sicily? Okay, yeah, definitely Clark. I think if you're picking out of those 2 rookie guys, definitely go Clark. Amusement's love and life. Oh, Brandon continues on Sicily or Dale or Pendles. That's a tough one. I do find myself just going back to the safety of Pendlebury. I really do. Sicily is also very proven. And look, Dale is running hot, and he was good last year as well. If you said, Shorty, you have to pick one, I'd probably go Pendlebury. Leroy, Gus, you king. And we're running a campaign to ban the pod, it would seem. Brutal. Where am I? Just lost me spot. I find a way to do that. Span AU, what's good, Shorty? How are you, mate? Thanks for popping in. I'm well. Hope you're well. I love you, Rig. Guy. Good man. Amusements. Just getting all sorts of saucy there. Harry, PS, needs some more Tinder stories. He loves it. They'll be coming soon, mate. Don't know if it'll be this Thursday, but we'll keep them coming. Kai, you're on my TV. Parents love your head. G'day to Kai's parents. How you going? Got Shorty on the big screen. Bo, g'day Shorty. I've got 2,406. I got 2,406 this week. I traded Rochelle and Dacos to Clark and Sicily. Nice, mate. That's good. Pretty solid score. Well done. Ben Butcher, do you think it's okay to go Dacos, Jack Hayes, O'Driscoll for McComb, Hamilton, and Oliver? Leaves me with 110k to get McCartan and Hinge, or either one, and Gibcus for Pendles or Doherty to Timmy English. Already have Clark. Let me just digest that one. Yeah. Look, it's potentially risky with McComb and Hamilton, but there isn't too much else going on because you've already got Clark, and to get Oliver, I think you've planned it out well, and if the sums add up with your future ones, I think you could be onto something there, mate. So good to have that cash in the bank for those future upgrades. Matthew, is it worth trading Brody to Gawn this week? If it doesn't break your whole sort of structure, and if you can do it without going absolutely nuts, then yes. Brody's done a really good job. I don't think he's a keeper. He's close, but I don't think he's a keeper. He's probably made us about as much coin as he can. Leroy, pod, you're a spammer. Stop revealing personal information. Hashtag stand with Gus Hay. Wayne, Nick Dacos out for who will give me 97k, thinking Mills. Oh, 897, sorry. Yeah, I mean, you could go Mills, you could go Oliver, you could go Miller, all really good options. I think hopefully one of those fits the bill. Jack Steele, if you haven't got him already. Pod and Leroy just at each other, mate. Gotta love the banter between the lads. Kai, does Rochelle have to go? I think so. Look, he's done his job, hasn't he? Really? I mean, he started to really slow down, so I think he might, mate. Jono, g'day, Shorty. How are you, legend? I'm good, mate. How are you? Thanks for popping in. Leroy, reveal some more information about me. Liam, who do we trade in out of Stewart, Sinclair, Doherty, and Sicily? Well, if you don't do Stewart now, he's going to get away from us. That might come into consideration. But I almost lean towards Sinclair there. He's barely put a foot wrong this year. So neither's Doherty, and Sicily's come good. But if I had to, probably Sinclair. But it's one of those questions where whoever you pick, I'm not going to be like, whoa, what the hell? Why'd you do that? I think they're good options. James, who should I go? Sicily, Track, or Parker? I'd go Parker. Again, that's not dissing the other guys. It's just about the price point and where that price is heading. And at a rapid rate, it's going north of Parker. So get him while you can. Steve, where are all the quiz winner team assessment videos? Yeah, good, Steve. Good point. I might have to get all the winners back at the end of the year and do a winners quiz. That could be logistically tricky, but I wouldn't mind it. Pod, there's no beef. It's true. If you have Perez, you've lost. Gus, best rookie defender. Well, at the moment, we've got next to nothing to really pick from. Keep an eye on Zach Reed. I think that's his name. From the Bombers. Could be worth looking at, but I had a look the other day. It's pretty slim. Leroy. Lockie, hey, Daddy. Do I trade Dacos and O'Driscoll for Clark and Miller? Only way I can get Miller is to trade Dacos. What's your thoughts? Yeah, I'd do it, mate. I mean, Dacos, very reliable, and if you can keep him, great. But if that's your only option to get a premium, that's what this great game's about, getting those premiums in. He had his first price drop. So thank you, Nick. You've done well. Let's get in, Took Boy. I like it. Miller is, he's back to his best by the looks of it. Was just going, okay, but he looks to be back to his fine best. Jack, hey, Shorty, when the buyers come around, how many trades per week do we get? Yeah, mate, we'll get 3. So they always give us 3. And I'm guessing when the buyers come around, we can trade boost to 4. I'm guessing. Wouldn't that be wild? 4 trades in a week. LSJ says, fave supermarket, Woolies or Coles? My mum and dad both work at each. Well, I work at Coles currently, so I guess I got to say that with my whopping 5% discount. But I go to both, mate. Woolies have better bananas. I'm telling you, better bananas, better meat range at Coles. Pod Gus, he's not the best rookie defender. These boys are getting wild. Chris is back. Since watching your channel, Shorty had my best 2 scores I've had was into 2400s for the first time. Cheers, mate. Oh, legend. No, I appreciate it. Great to have you on board, mate. And even better to feel like it's helping you out. So that's awesome. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. Leroy's scared you'll be one picking me up from. Oh, shit, lads. You guys are funny. Whoa, that's Inception. Shorty SuperCoach with my exact logo has posted. So not sure, am I being hacked? Hard to tell. Anyway, Oliver, no way. Steve, I have 2 defenders, 1 mid and 1 ruck rookies on the field with 20 trays left this week. How is it looking for me? Yeah, looking all right. I mean, obviously, 20 trades is slightly slim, but you're not far from a complete side. So that's the main thing. Knock that complete side out. You'll probably have 14, 15 trades. You'll be laughing. You'll be fine. Greg, Nick Blakey worth getting? I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. He's been solid, but not worth going out and getting, I don't think. Yeah, Shorty SuperCoach is asking and answering. Corey, I hope I win the quiz this week. It's getting close the last 2 weeks. Yes, I know. You've been right up there, mate. So good luck. Tyler, that cow on your bed, your little plaything. You guys little freaks out there. You are genuine freaks. Fried Monkey. Hey, Shorty, do you have any thoughts on Dylan Moore? Yeah, he's been insane. I think his lowest score is 88. Who would have thought? Look, he's in 2 of my draft teams, so I'm wrapped because I did rate him from what he did a bit last year, but I didn't expect this. I was hoping it'd be a nice final spot in my side, but I couldn't have the guts to go with him in Classic. But, gee, he's not putting a foot wrong. Theo, thoughts on Ridley bouncing back? I was very pleased about that. I must admit my heart sunk when he just seemed to start a bit slow. Just on the radio, it felt like that. He was on Norton. It just felt bad. But, yeah, very pleased. And I needed him to bounce back because I was getting worried. Yeah, Pod, it's bad to reveal personal information. Shorty, I stand with the dude with the Joel in bed. Shorty, I stand with the Oh, shit, you guys are wild tonight. Leroy, Shorty, I'm sorry you have to choose between us, a loyal viewer or a creep who starts fights and reveals personal information. Your choice, but you'll be losing a devoted fan who robbed you on the quiz. Look, I love you all. I'm not sure if this is a piss take or not, but obviously, if it is actually pissing you off and you do know each other, don't reveal people's personal information online. Try and keep it nice and private. But if you are just having a bit of fun, then I encourage that. It's hard to pick up what is banter and what is not sometimes. But the 9, hey, Short, just wondering your thoughts on English coming back and hitting the same form. I've held, but I'm almost tempted to pull the cash and then ruck stocks. Look, if you held him this far, mate, just hold on. But yeah, look, as a non-English owner, I'm happy to kind of wait and see what he does. I don't think he'll muck around too much. He'll be back to some pretty good form pretty soon. Whether it's straight off the bat, big guys generally just, take a smidgen longer to just return to their absolute best. But yeah, I'm looking at upgrading to him soon. So I think he should hold. Daniel T with Grundy out long term. Is Wits actually a legitimate option to BR2 this season? Or is someone like English a better option? Have no interest in Darcy due to his durability risks. That's fair. It's hard to argue with his durability because it's been trash, hasn't it? So it might depend. Look, I think English will be a better option than Wits, put it that way. But you might just be able to do Wits R2 and English at F whatever. I think Wits at the moment, you can't argue with his form. It's an outrider to what he's done previously. He's never really done this sort of stuff consistently. So he might just drop back off, or he could be flying. So there's no need to make any drastic decisions just yet, because at the moment, Wits is doing exactly what we could hope, and then some. Junior Chogo says, aside from Clark, who are you watching as a go-to cash cow in the next few weeks? We need downgrades to pay for the upgrades. We certainly do, mate. Cooper Hamilton's probably one guy. And then you've got, Carroll as well. And I'm just hoping that a few bob up as well. But I really do like the way Cooper Hamilton goes about it. So just going to wait and see how he goes. But he's one guy that I do have my eye on. Greg says, Daddy Shorty, what days do you stream? Mate, it's either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'd love to lock in a day, but the weeks, they just change depending. But last year, it was all over the place. I was working casual. It could have been Thursday. It could have been Monday. But this week, it's always 8 o'clock, and it's either Tuesday or Wednesday. Xavier, hey, Shorty, been doing some trades. Thoughts on these? Stuart Clark and Zach Reed in. Is it too early on Reed? He's the only player who seems to be playing in the back line. Yeah, you're right. It's slim pickings. I probably wouldn't go on him just yet, to be honest, mate. Unless you desperately need cash, I feel like it's just a hold and wait and see what he does. That would be my advice on that one, but I don't want to butcher your trades. Yeah, Shorty, who should I go between McComb, Carroll, Hamilton, Rioli? I'd almost wait and see. I like Hamilton of those guys, but at least 3 of those guys have only played 1 game, so we will get a second look. I'm guessing you already have Clark and you need a downgrade option. McComb is mature age. I don't know, just the dogs. I just feel like his job security is not ideal. So I lean towards Hamilton. It is a gut feel. Oliver, thoughts on the rookie? Oliver's trying his best, but you can't get those ones past me just yet. Xavier, this then leaves me with 20 trades and Dacos, Clark at M8, Dacos D6, Martin at F6, and also Bruce at R2. Nice. Coming along real nice. Well done. Yeah, Shorty, I will also leave the stream if you don't kick Pot out. I'm the most knowledgeable SuperCoach player out there. Yeah, there's definitely some friction here. I've got no idea how to kick people out, but I'm hoping this is just banter. Gus, Stan Houston, a good option. Yeah, he is. I've questioned him previously because of his last couple of years, how he's been up and down like a yo-yo, but he's really consistent this year. So he's going well. So I would say yes. Leroy, either let me win the quiz, ban pod, or I'm unsubbing. Oh, some dangerous blackmail there. Where are we? Oh gosh. Tell you what, it just scrolls all the way down sometimes. Just kills me. Where are we? Yeah, Shorty, I think Charlie Dixon is a legitimate pot option when he comes back. Thoughts? Nah, not so much on Charlie. I hope he kicks a few snags, but not from his SuperCoach side. Xavier, and I'm trading McCartan and O'Driscoll Rochelle for those trades. Yeah, good. That's all very fair, guys, to leave your side. That's good. Daniel T, my mate, is at fault for McRae's scoring. He's never owned him and bought him in last 2 weeks, and he's gone under 100. Your mate must be spewing. He's watched this dream ride for years and years. And then, boom, brings him in. He's bloody destroyed him. Leroy, Shorty, what are the bookies saying on my odds for tonight's quiz? They've got you at $3.40, mate. So, not exactly the favourite, but you're up there, mate. You led it after round 1, I think, last week. And look, the quiz won't be far off. 15 minutes, I reckon we'll hand the code out, and then we can sort of go from there, I reckon. Jesse Freeman, Dad, Jason Hall, Francis, O'Driscoll for Clark, Carroll, Clary. Leave me with 20 trades left. Talk to me, Daddy. What's going on, Jesse? Leaves me with about 5 to 6 upgrades to do. You're a funny man, mate, but I do like those trades. Carroll would be the only one. I don't know what his job security is looking like, but his scoring was certainly handy. Jason, who will be your F6, M8, R2, and F6 at the end of the season? Oh, gosh, it's hard to say. Look, honestly, the midfield, I'd love it to still be someone like a Petrarca, and the back line, I think Aaron Hall will be my final upgrade. And the ruck department, it could be Darcy, it could be Witts, The forward line, look, could Mitch Duncan get going? Could Mitch Duncan get going? I have faith. So there are a couple of guys that, could be my final upgrades, but anything could happen, really. Aya says, Shorty, I was an ex-player. I played for the Warm Ponds Falcons, who have now relocated to Geelong due to reconstruction works. Oh, strut your stuff. Well, I need you at the kick, mate. I need you at the subscriber kick. I don't need this talk here. I need you to strut your stuff on the field. Time to pay. Love your work, Shorty, but you've overtaken me in the rankings, so I'm spewing. Oh, boy. We must have been close because I only moved about 300 or 400. But thanks for the comment, mate. Good to have you jumping in, getting involved. Jonas Smith and McHenry out for the Crows. Concussion. Any news on Hinge coming back or in time to trade him? Well, he was fit. He was named in the emergencies, so he's fine. So he should come in, I would imagine. So I knew about Smith, didn't realise McHenry. So hopefully their concussion isn't too bad. But from a SuperCoach point of view, that's very handy for us. Surely Hinge is back. Leroy, Shorty, can I please have some confirmation that I am going to be banned, that I'm not going to be banned? It's not banter. He reveals my details, I swear. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to ban you, mate. Don't worry. You're one of my favorites. But yes, look, if that is a serious matter, it's probably one to, sort out in your own personal life. But Shorty wishes you well. I'm not going to ban you, mate. Don't worry. Stephen, should I trade Jack Hayes or O'Driscoll with break even of 77, but playing North? We'll trade O'Driscoll soon anyway. Yeah, look, probably both those. I don't really subscribe to the fact that O'Driscoll's playing North, which means he's just going to score better. It doesn't always work like that, but you would imagine he has a better chance of getting a bit more of the pill. I would still probably look to offload him, but if you've still got Jack Hayes, then clearly he's a bloke that's not playing and equally could get rid of him. So as long as both of those guys are leaving your team over the next fortnight, I think he's fine. Jason says, best rookie defense coming, Faye. Yes, he was academy selection, I think. Beautiful left boot, if I'm not mistaken. So, Daniel T, what score would Zach Reid have to score this week to make you consider him? Yeah, probably like a 70, I reckon. Look, like we've sort of said, there's not much down back, is there? So, honestly, I will strongly considering him, I think, if his job security looks good, which it probably does. I'd just like to get another look at him. So, but super talent. They love him at the Dons. Max Walsh, when are we targeting Gawn, Shorty? How are you, Max? What's going on? Look, I just love it in maybe 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm sort of thinking I will do Bruce to Gawn. That's how I'm sort of looking. So Bruce has probably got a few more upgrade price rises and he's going fine. Like there's no reason to panic. But I'm just hoping Gawn can just chill out a touch, even if he just scores 110, 99, 120, like just chill a bit. No more 150 pluses. Then probably over the next 3 to 4 weeks. Wayne says my mids are now Mills, Neil, Petraka, Cripps, Nick Martin, and Clark. Yeah, good. Starting to fill out quite nicely. Martin will be an easy upgrade soon too. Steve says, do the quiz winner team assessment videos with a roasting style, pick on the silly selections, etc. That would be quite funny. So far, just been doing it on the old keyboard assessment rather than verbally, but I like your idea. Gus, haha, are you the best rookie defender pod? He tends to agree. And Shorty Supercoach is back. No, I haven't hacked your account, or have I? Oh boy, I'm in some serious issues here. Oh boy. Daniel T. Sam Mitchell clued towards Dylan Moore in the midfield more often, so it could be a very good pick. That's interesting. I didn't hear that. So, I mean, it'd be a bold pick, but shit, you can't argue with the way he's going, can you? He's flying. Cheers for everyone who's gotten involved tonight. Loving the support. The thumbs up are flying. The viewers are just coming in beautifully. So I love your work. Quiz won't be too far off. We'll pump that code out in about 10 or so minutes. I'll try and get through as many questions as I can. Obviously, it's first in, best dressed. People waiting around for the quiz. So I can't do questions forever. but I'll do my best to get around to everyone. And hopefully, even if I haven't got to your second, third, fourth, fifth, hopefully I've got to everyone's at least one question. Matthew, thoughts on bringing in Sean Darcy at 570k? Massive ceiling, and the week off should benefit him heaps. I'm definitely involved in doing that, but not straight up. I wouldn't do it this week. I'd give him at least a week or two because he needs to find some consistency with his body. He's starting to find his form with the points, but I think there's a good chance we can get him between 550, 590, and he'd be quite a handy pickup. Leroy, I legitimately have no idea who this bloke is, and I'm literally scared. Oh, boy. It's time to call the cops, mate. No good. Tell you what, Leroy, and Pod they're having all sorts of fun. Corey, I had a great round last week, 2-5-2-6. Traded in Grundy, Cherry, and Hayes for Cripps, Parker, and Hayes. Now 20k overall. Well done. That's what we like. Good trades. Starting the fight back. Good stuff, mate. Jonas, Dacos is a SuperCoach dud. 71, 71, 75. Is he all hype? Trade his ass already. Harsh on the young man. That's pretty good for a rookie. He slowed up a touch, mate, but you're a bit harsh on old Nicky Dacos. Tyler says, Shorty, could you judge my team? I'm in your second league, and the name's TJ Kings. Yeah, look, mate, I probably won't do it now, but feel free to chuck it in a comments or something, mate. Just might be a bit tricky to do it on the old live sesh, but I will check it out in my own time. Black Betty, hi, sweetie pie. Hey, mate, how you going? Noel, Leroy, thanks for the bank. Oh, my God. Disgruntled former YF opinionator. I have scored 2570. It was a higher score for last week, but this week, I don't know if there's more there. Greatest Russian. Oh, geez. Genuine menaces here. I think I just lost my spot again. Yeah, quiz isn't far off amusement. Not far off. Steve, what's the go with Erasmus from Frere? A couple of games and then turns to a ghost. Yeah, I don't know, mate. He was looking great, wasn't he? He was really looking great. And then I think just, had a few players coming back. I think Sarong might have come back and Tucker. And it's probably not going to get any easier with Fife coming back. But, gee, he looked all right. Yeah, good from Disgruntled. Jonas, Shorty, have you seen the top team in your group? Yes, I have. Yes, I did actually. I did a video on the leagues tonight and gave him a little shout out. Chris, do you feel like Mitch Duncan could be someone we could jump on? His price just keeps coming down and down. I do, but we're going to need to see a bit from him. Like, he had no preseason and it's really showing. I really think he can get back to at least a 90 average. So I could see him being a nice little final upgrade to our forward lines potentially. He could even be bench cover, depending how we go. But I like it. Compete, Shorty, Green, Parker, Track, or Keys. I'll go Parker. I just think all good options, or particularly the last three, unless you mean Tom Green. But yeah, Parker from a price point of view, that's your go. Noel and Leroy. Yeah, just getting a little crazy. Amusement, where's Watson and Jonah? Goat gone. Don't know, mate. They normally pop back in for the quiz. Parker's thing was last week, says DeGruntled. Yes, ideally we would have got him in last week, but still a good option. Hamish, thoughts on Bailey Dale as a bit of value option rather than paying 600k for Stewart to save some coin? Yeah, I don't mind it. He's been a bit of a sleeper, really, because I agree. I don't think I can reach Stewart, and he'll settle, in a month or so when he gets through that 187 or less than that. But I tend to agree. Really safe option. Track super reliable. I agree with that. Matt Vlosten would be top 6 defender if Short is playing mid. Yeah, that's a good point. I suppose when they're sharing kick-ins and that type of thing, but he was just intercepting everything, wasn't he? Disgruntled thinks Bailey Dale is a good choice. Shorty Supercoach is talking to Noel. Max, how you going? Thoughts on... Well, I feel like Luke Strandika was, or however you say his name, into health and safety protocols. Did I see that? But otherwise, if he's playing, definitely worthwhile option if you need a downgrade. Yes, good point. Disgruntled, Rioli, Carol Clark, all worth, particularly Clark, real good option. Amusement, thoughts on Paul Hunter as a human? Are we talking the old St Kilda ruckman? Was that who it was? I remember some people traded him in last year, I think it was. Crikey. Okay. Aya and Leroy and Pod and Noel, I'm just going to leave you to sort your settlement out there. But Junior, up to 6,305. Reckon I could be top 1,000 if I knew how to pick bench players better. So many great scores uncounted. Yeah, don't you hate that, mate? It is tough. It is tough. Like, rookie roulette is a real thing. So you're not alone there, mate. You are not alone. Mason, hey, Shorty, watched all your videos a few years ago. Back on Supercoach big time this year. Love it. He says, loving your stuff. You are the hero and we need, but do not deserve. Oh, thanks, Mason. You're a good man. Great to see you back too. Not just on the channel, but Supercoach in general. So hope to hear more from you, mate. Appreciate it. Good team value there from Disgruntled. That's what we like. Yeah, I will. I will let you know. Yeah, fair point. Fair point, Matt. There's a bit of scrolling through some of the jargon there. Junior's got a 12.9 with 200k in the bank, so he might pip you there. Daniel T got 17 keepers at the moment. Thinking Cumming, Sicily, Parrish or Laird, English and Dusty or Heaney are my last upgrades. Thoughts? Yeah, look, I like that. I think you've got a few guys that will be nicely priced, but really solid as well. And like we talked about Dusty before, didn't we? So, and I think English, he'll be back to his best soon. So, love the planning, mate. Good stuff. I like it. And you could have a nice point of difference there with probably with Laird as well as Cumming if it does pan out that way. Jack says, is it worth using a boost to go Jason Horn-Francis to Perez? We're having a bit of fun with old mate Perez. Maybe go someone a bit cheaper, mate. Cooper Hamilton or somebody like that. That one with the reckless name. Hey, do you have a girlfriend? I am my what? Jesus Christ, bro. Leroy needs a quiz. He needs a quiz. Spooky, does Shorty pull Lawrence Anglins at the Geelong Hotel? Oh my gosh. He was one loose unit, old Lawrence, wasn't he, mate? Daniel T projected 2,534 this week and ranked around the 8,000 mark. I'm winning the 50 grand this year. I can feel it. Nice. Yeah, it's getting a little hectic, bro. The money, financial situation. Yeah, I'll just I might leave that. Yeah, didn't. I started to scroll by those, bro. Simple as that. Are you joining my quiz?
Shorty pull Lawrence Angwins at the Geelong Hotel. Who's that?
Lawrence Angwin was into a bit of the gear back in the day.
He what?
Into the gear. Bit of a loose unit back in the day. Don't know, man. I'm just I don't know. Like sports
someone
gear.
also said Margaret Robbie's in your DMs.
Yeah, I'll get back to it later.
That's not true. Not true. Just a heads up, everyone.
Never reply straight away.
What? You don't reply straight. How's your missus, mate?
Thanks, man. I needed that tonight.
Whoa! It was genuine, bro. Yeah, that's copped a bit more. Mate, I went down to the lawn today and just fucking hits that concrete thing all the time.
You need to come to Winchford.
Nah.
You're still on?
Yeah, still on. Yeah. I'll be rocking the
I'd probably hold on Gorn for now.
fuck off. This bloke
And
knows
then-
nothing about Supercoach, right?
Dangerfield's coming in a bit cheap, bit injured. Everyone's it might be a bit of point of difference.
Welcome to Jonah's Supercoach. What's your opener on Tinder?
What's your best bottle? What's your best bottle of red?
Oh, that's not bad
Yeah,
actually.
Thanks.
Yeah. So should I talk more about beer pong or less? Because that's normally my go-to.
Kaylin.
Oh yeah. Did we talk about beer pong in Tinder openers? Beer pong.
What do you mean? Like, talk about
Is it a good opener?
Like anything related about it. Shit. That's the majority of my openers. Yikes.
Just when it's real compliment. Like, compliment and then say something funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be funny. Shit. Okay. Shit. Yeah, a girl from TAFE just moved in and I've been getting a fair bit of feedback on my game. So it's crucial. I'm learning.
Fuck this.
Shut up, Jack. Yeah, there's 70 people listening to this trash. Quiz is about 5 minutes away, Jack. Oh, Carl normally says something reckless. Jesse says, "Who's your mate in the thumbnail?" I'm jealous. That's Jack, but we got Jonah here for now. Carl says, "People's champ, Shorty, always there for the community." Carl loves me, mate. Bit taken aback by the lack of deference paid by the great man by some of the whippersnappers. Oh, Carl, just stay in my corner, mate. I need you. Well, look at this name. What's going on here? Nah, I'm not really a Twitter goer, mate. Oh, Spooky's a loose unit. Yes, huge shout out to Shorty, Hall of Fame status. That's about as clean as he keeps it, Spooky. He normally throws some pretty loose stuff out there. Oh, you did get on board, mate. TG, how are you? How you going tonight? Going Jason Hall Francis to Parker and hopefully Barry to a rookie. Or do I go Clark early? Do you go early on Clark?
Yeah, I
Jonah?
think you do. You
You
might
are
be
an
going a bit
expert on
sideways
going
the
early.
first one. Never want a sideways trade.
That's. Did you just hear that off me, or are you learning?
No,
Oh.
I know this.
Oh shit! You know, I can see you're offended there. I do like the Parker trade, mate, and I would go Clark, mate. I wouldn't be afraid to go a week early on him. He's he looked about as good as you could possibly see. Big score from Aya, 2-4-5-2. I think I'm at better odds of winning Pod than Leroy. We might give that code out pretty damn soon, actually. Daniel T. Hugh Dixon, number 1 ruck this week. Yes, true. Williams out, Strindick out. Very promising. Jack says thoughts on Aiden Begg. Yeah, wait and see. Look, I scored really nice, kicked some goals, I think. So it might be food for thought, but I wouldn't jump at it. I get another feel for it this week. Braden says Butters, Canelo, Ridley, Dacos, Martin. I have all of these. Are any of them keepers? I do think Butters is. Ridley, I feel like, is in the mix. Hopefully more of the weekend than previous. No on Dacos, no on Martin, and Canelio maybe in the forward line. The 9 thoughts on Heaney VC. Yeah, half a chance. I think he could be worth a double. I guess the thing with him is when he goes well, he can go 140 plus. Amusement, you are a loose unit, my friend. Jackson Shorty heard. Yes, I can confirm that, mate. Disgruntled. Oh boy, things are getting loose here. Harry, I've held English so far. Can I trade him now? How long do we really reckon a big guy with a hammy is out for? We saw what happened to Stringer. Yeah, I guess we'll find out on Thursday, but I wouldn't bring him straight back in unless you obviously have him. But I'd be happy to wait and see how he goes back and returns and then just get stuck into him from there. But yeah, big guys can definitely. Hey, it's my fucking stream, man.
Evan said he's going to take out me.
Hey, who runs the stream, bro?
Evan
Fucking
said
me.
he'll take out
Hey,
Jonah.
Evan, I'll give you the fucking quiz when you want, mate. So, Evan, I just like to apologize,
I
bro.
don't apologise if we streamed this.
You guys hype me up. I'm used to.
Evan, mate,
I'm
you
used to-
can't take me out of existence.
Oh shit! Sorry, guys. I'm just. I'm just on edge. Sort of living with these guys, you just learn to be on edge for most of the time. So yeah, Caitlin's moved in. Thank fuck. It's been tough living with a pack of cunts for about a month. So
Whoa! Hey, that's
it's
kids fucking
it's
watching
past
it.
9.
No, there could be kids watching.
It's past 9:30, mate. I can say what I want.
Fucking disrespect.
It's a family program though, so sorry, cunts. All right, it's quiz time because Jack and Evan have cracked the shit. So now Evan normally talks a fair bit of trash. Actually, he was the one that was he wanted to fight you. Yeah. All right, let's get this quiz going.
Wait.
Hurry up! Get your damn device, bro. Quiz time. Classic. There's normally some reckless names in here too, Caitlin. It gets crazy. Let me just get that code for you guys. So if you haven't done the quiz before, you just jump onto this one.
Someone said,
What's up, Mason? Yeah.
Good call, Oliver.
What did
Oh,
Oliver
wait,
say?
actually, bad
Evan
call,
over
Oliver.
top. Unlucky, Jonah. All right, so you go onto that,
English.
and then I could get cancelled after this. 391 147. So yeah, feel free to jump into the quiz if you like.
Fuck off, man.
Even Evan's getting stuck in again. What's the quiz website? Go on to bookit.com/play, and then if you use that quiz number, you can get in. Yeah, Jonah's getting roasted. What are you guys' thoughts on Watto?
Yeah.
Because he's been talking some trash about winning the quiz. 391147 is the code. How many we got? We only got 25. Come on, get involved. Get involved. Fuck me. Yeah, 80 people. Come on, get around it.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Amusement Production says Jonah just left me. Emotional damage, and he's back. He's quite happy about that, mate.
Who are you?
I'll see if I can whip out any more questions while you guys pile into the quiz. Already answered that one. Yeah. Leroy, thank you, Shorty, for not bothering with. Oh boy, they're getting all hectic over there, those lads. I don't know what's going on. Caden, Tom Green or Luke Parker. I'd go Luke Parker this week, just off the break even there. 10 more spots in the quiz if you want to get involved. Just jump onto that website. Jump in if you like. Some of the names we got here. Don't like that. There's some loose ones there. D Max in, Daniel T, Jonah over Nick. Jonah is king.
Fuck yeah, guys.
Loose can't. Mark Blitzarves is in the house. Shave my sack. Shorty's misso. Wish I had one of those. Shorty's mum's back. Steel. AFL analysis. Shorty's clit. Interesting. So yeah, feel free to.
Someone make one called Danny Boy.
You make one, Danny Boy, you'll be unsubscribed. But
Oh.
no, I encourage it. Don't encourage it. We might start a quiz in a second because I think we're just about to fill up. Some reckless units in here. Steez, I would.
We're in a market contest with Jonah.
Tizio? Tizio. Oh, that's right.
Thanks, Jack.
Jonathan Anglesey IGA. Yikes. What reference is that to? Because I was there today.
Oh.
Or was I? No, I didn't stop at Anglesey today. All right, 62 players. Let's start the quiz. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it could only hold 60. All right, I won't see any comments, guys, but feel free to go nuts. And we are getting underway. 10 questions. Good luck to you. Good internet. Yikes.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
Fucking suck.
Yeah, good start to the quiz. This is the quiz working for you guys or nah? Good response. Oh my god,
Jack's coming.
no, not working. Crikey! All right, I'll refresh it.
Good call, mate.
There's a strong chance you might all have to go in again.
Oh, no.
Oh no, I've been logged out. What the fuck? Can you? Oh no. Now I'm gonna have to guess my password under pressure. Yikes! Oh shit! Can you hear Jack out there?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Some technical difficulties here over at Shorty SuperCoach.
with us,
Just
guys.
hang in there. And how can I be logged in there but not here? Awkward. Fun times. Well, as Shorty tries to recover his password details. No, but I might just reset it anyway. Bro, chill. We'll get there. Oh, here comes Jack. Here we go. Yeah, helpful tip. It's always handy to actually remember your passwords as well.
Just past you.
It literally, I pressed host. I
I'm
was,
sitting there watching you.
yeah. Just chill,
And you
mate. Just chill, bro. You might have to sign up again, but the quiz will get there. Just chill.
What's up with Evan? Evan?
Yeah, you boys all right?
Did you hear when the thing? So what is a king and what I greater than Jonah?
Controversial. Yeah, Jonah's been copping it, actually.
Oh,
Jonah,
Snapchat,
Jonah
just
has
to
been copping it.
get the proof out of that.
In?
About to find out.
Well, you touch that.
I'll just reset. Yeah, I think I hit caps lock.
You just have to wait for me to get back there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't tell me my password's not strong enough. I can't even remember it.
Oh no.
The fun and games with
What
Jack.
happened?
I don't know. I thought I had it saved. Maybe not.
What'd you reset it to?
Come on, man. Well, let's take two, guys. Yeah. Just let me know.
No.
Let me know how many unsubscribed. Sorry about that. So yeah, take two on the quiz. Might just have to get everybody to sign into that again. Awkward.
What's the code?
Mate, just give me time. Give me time.
What's the code, Chewy?
Oh, we're back. Let's see if this quiz works. All right. Yes, Junior, there will be a new code, my friend. And it is 229 428.
This bloke on your left shoulder has a dog knot.
What's that?
Nate's at the top. The bloke on your left shoulder has a dog.
That is reckless.
Whoa.
No, Oliver, I'm sorry, mate, but Savage.
Oliver, your second comment's just fucking
Yeah, Savage comment from. I apologize for the delay, guys. You should be able to get in now. Keep the hectic names coming through. I'll
Whoa. That's
I'll-
unacceptable.
I'll try and remember.
Hang on, the duckling, man. I like the animal I get each time.
Just go to booklet.com, man.
Booklet?
Oh shit.
Go to booklet.com. They're good on the quiz.
Whoever asked that, you can go onto that, and then just type in that code, mate. You should be able to get involved.
Sideways straight.
Oh, they've come back quick. We got 40 back involved, so that's all right. Angle CIJ. Kind of concerned that he knows that. Yeah, kind of sus. Are you 9-inch? Or is that? Are you 9-inch?
Nah.
Nah. Should have known that.
Oh, someone been calling you.
I'd rather not talk about this in a public forum. Okay, we're up to 50. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. All right. Pray for me, and hopefully this quiz works this time. No, it will because Shorty's actually worked the technology out. We got 55 in, 9-inch Shorty. That's what they call me, mate. Not many people, but the joining is. Oh no, we're pretty much full up. So,
Yeah, I might be worse. Just get
oh,
me.
cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. It works this time. Don't like that. Oh, thank fuck. Oh, all right. Quiz is underway. I nearly lost the plot there. We got 30 seconds each of those. Which player became the fastest player to reach 1,000 clearances in his career over the weekend? We got Tommy Mitchell, Clayton Oliver, Lockie Neal, Paddy Cripps. 4 good clearance players, and some would say similar about myself around the stoppage.
No,
Yeah.
You're a full back. You're a full back.
Prospect at one stage, guys.
10
That's
10
false.
was, what was it?
You're a good VFL prospect.
Yeah, that is true, actually. Yeah,
Are we on Al Neil?
I went P. Cripps.
it was Paddy Cripps, had 11 clearances on the weekend.
How'd you know?
And,
I don't know.
Go ahead.
gee, a lot of people went Clayton Oliver.
Did that?
Yeah.
It's too young.
Saucy's up top, shaved my BBC. Interesting. Shorty's left nut is in third. And
The
Sugar,
right one's bigger.
Sugar Daddy in fourth. So we've got 10 questions today, 30 seconds each. First in, best dress. West Coast Josh Kennedy kicked his 700th on the weekend. He played 22 games at Carlton. How many of the goals did he kick for the Blues? 5, 11, 18, or 25? So just a young lad. Just a young lad. Take that in mind. Early in his career, probably not kicking 5 goals like he does these days, but
Nah, 11 fucked up. Oh, I said 11. I don't know if he did.
5.
Is it?
It's 11.
yeah, it's 11.
Yeah, got it.
He kicked 11 goals, 24. He got that right, the majority. Few went 18. And we've got Loose Butt Jonah. Oh, was in pretty quick there. Shorty's hoe. Saucy's on top. Well, which one, I guess. Question 3. In the famous 2001 Super Draft, saw these 3 stars drafted in what order? Famous draft. Was it Judd, Ball, Hodge? Hodge, Ball, Judd. Hodge, Judd, Ball. Or Judd, Hodge, Ball. That was very confusing, but most of you should know who the number 1 pick was. I feel like second or third might be tricky. I can't cheat, mate. Oh,
I reckon it's Judd.
Hodge
Ball,
was number
Hodge.
1.
Yeah.
Ball number 2. Chris
Pretty
Judd
sure-
was number 3.
I think I went Hodge, Judd, Ball.
Which this split them right across all circles there. Yeah, you got it right.
No, I went Hodge, Judd, Ball.
Oh. 9-inch was pretty quick. Happens to the best of us, mate. Jonah's
My
dad.
fourth position.
Short.
Call me back. You can.
All right, question 4. I didn't see who was leading there, but in round 14, 2009, Geelong and the Saints met. Both sides were undefeated. Who kicked the winning goal? This one, I think it might have been called Telstra Dome back in the day. Rewalt, Kaczynski, Michael Gardner, Stephen Milne. What do you reckon, Jack?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess Cozzy.
Caitlin, what do you reckon?
I don't know.
Throw a guess at me, Jonah.
Cozzy.
Okay.
Nah, Stephen Milne.
It was Michael Gardner. Towering mark. I think he might kick 3 or 4 that day. Most of you's got that right. Stuck the tongue out
I
after.
got that right, did that?
24 of the 50 odd.
Come on, man.
I've
Do you-
gone from 4th to...
Shorty's left nut was in pretty quick. Causer. Jonah's
Jonah's
dad
dad.
was in there. Jonah's dad must be pretty high up there. My left nut's on top. BBC, Saucy, Chris, and Jonah over Nick in 5th.
I'm Jonah's head.
What are you coming? Question 5. Port Adelaide beat St Kilda on the weekend. Who kicked the winning point? Robbie Gray, Travis Boak, Zach Butters, Kane Farrell. Probably the easiest one in the quiz.
It was Zach Butters, by the way, guys. I haven't seen coach. So.
I think Saints kicked about 418, so it was
It was ball kick 4-19.
inaccurate. Yeah.
This game was all-
Yeah, shocker. So Robbie Gray kicked that one.
Yeah, I think probably great, by the way, guys.
And nice. 44, he's got it right. Good stuff. Jesus, the left nut's going nuts. Shorty's MILF. Got in there. Chris, nice. Left nuts, he's 14 points clear. We got a pretty clear top few there. Question 6. Which Eagle kicked the ball inside 50 for the famous Leo Barry star mark in 2005? Probably the toughest question on the quiz. Ben Cousin, Dean Cox, Michael Braun, Andrew Embley. What's that? This must be the most shown footage going around for a decade there. He swings onto the left. Famous footage, mate. It was Dean Cox.
Don't tell them.
It's 1 second. It was 1 second.
Oh, gee, that's
how they win. I wait till the last
If you're answering with 1 second, you ain't winning. Or split down the middle between Coxie and Embley. I reckon Embley might have won the Norm Smith when the Eagles. Mason got in nice and quick. NJD Shorty's left nut still clear. Yeah. Question 7. Which 2 Melbourne youngsters were controversially named co-captains of the club in 2012? Jack Trengove or Tom Scully, Jack Watts and James Frawley, Colin Sylvia and Brett Maloney, or Jack Grimes and Jack Trengove? Most should probably know this, I reckon. I think it was under Mark Neal. Got slammed at the time. Yeah.
Jack Squared. We'll to the top. The mass by the footy boys.
Thanks, man.
It was Grimes and Trengove.
There you go.
Grimes was a pretty good Supercoach option back in the day too, but
Bits on.
couldn't stay out in the park. Couldn't stay out in the park. Nice. Good man.
Jonas Head.
Your Jonas Head, little duckling tongue puncher. Interesting. Was in pretty quick there. Left nut still on top and shaved my boot. Yeah. Yeah. Very close. Mason was coming in pretty close there too. Question 8, getting on the business end. Simple one. Who leads the league in tackles at the moment? Hugh Greenwood, Matt Rowell, Jack Steele, or Andy Brayshaw?
Pretty sure it's like Whitfield, man.
Your favourite player, mate?
Soft as
Tough
butter.
in and under.
Similar to Connor Rosie and Jack Butters, soft as butter.
You can't be getting stuck into Rosie at the moment, mate.
Okay,
What the
yeah.
fuck? Oh. If what is it?
I saw Rosie cop a little notch.
Long tennis.
Oh, I thought you were like showing an improvement award or something. Yeah, I won a few of those, mate. Won a few of those back in the day.
Back to
Yeah,
back.
boy. Came third on that one too, shall we?
Under 14s and under 16s.
Yeah. Leroy got in there quick, mate. Watto was in quick there. Who's on top? NJD's risen to the top. He's taken the left nut over.
Left nut.
Mason was in there. Couple of questions left. Good luck, guys. Question 9. Which of these players is currently averaging more than 100 Supercoach points? So most of them are in and around it. Dawson, McCluggage, Tommy Mitchell, Stephen Cornelio. Most of you should know what Cornelio is averaging, I'm imagining.
I don't play Supercoach.
What's that? Yeah, strong backstroker.
Second.
Second.
At school swimming sports.
Yes.
Everyone wasn't known for his swimming.
Kieran Hodge beat me. I was devastated. Hodgie.
Primary school, year 6, 1999.
Yeah, Mum got the...
No,
1999.
You fucking funny, cunt.
Oh, I came through that one too, Chewy.
Good. Hugh McCluggage, your boy. All right, final question. Evan, Rat of the Goat.
How's this boy getting 0.5 a second?
Good internet, bro. NJD's on top. Oh, tongue punch came
Third.
out. You're third, mate. Jack's in the money.
Nice.
Final question. Which 3 clubs did Barry Hall play for? Sydney, St Kilda or the Dogs? St Kilda, North Melbourne or Sydney? Dogs, West Coast, Sydney, Carlton or Collingwood? Watto's in the mix. NJD's in the mix. Mason's in the mix. Tongue puncher. The left nut. Really? I reckon you could win. He started...
Don't say it.
Well, if you answer him now, you ain't winning. He started St Kilda. Played in the grand final, actually. Who was in quick? Most of you's got that right. This is going to be close, Jack. Oh, what? Oh,
Wait, quick
fuck.
enough, bro.
Shit. So who won? Here we go. Final standings. Says you were third. Oh, sorry, right.
Third.
NJD takes the...
Oh, left nut didn't even get fucking top
Well
3.
done. Nice, mate.
Next time, boys,
Well played. Well played. Let's take a look at the overall. NJD only got 1 wrong. Well played, mate. Tongue puncher got 8 out of 10.
Where's the left nut?
Shit, the left nut just threw the towel in, I reckon.
Left nut must have left.
Oh, I don't know. He might have got a few wrong late.
Stiff, man.
Jack Watto came third. Chris, good performance, mate. Mason, good stuff. 7 out of 10. The Colonel. Shave My BBC was in there as well. Loose Butt Jonah. Causa, Josh over Nick, Daniel T, a reigning champion in there as well. No quiz shorty. That's a bit soon, bro. Was also up there. Nice. Shorty's MILF, Jonah's dad. You should give him a call, bro. Shorty's mum.
Won't answer.
Because you screened all the time.
Oh, shit. Shorty's a DILF. Shorty puppy. And yeah, nice. Good set. Yeah, look, if whoever was Anglesey IGA, why'd you do that?
Why are you following him?
Why are you following me? Leroy, I'm always up there in the quiz and conducted rigorous research before this week's competition, hoping to claim my first victory. But my screen froze before the beginning and has ruined his week.
Classy excuses, man. Next time, just get better.
So the advice coming through is just get better. But I encourage you to come back, mate.
Like Luke Beveridge, mate.
Leroy's one of my favourites, mate. So back
You
off.
sound like Luke Beveridge. Full excuses.
Corey, tough quiz it was, mate. It was. NJD, nice, mate. If you want to flick
Thanks, amusement.
Jonas Supercoach.
Oh, look, X at the end as well.
Yeah, you fuck. Chris, I'm fuming, shorty. I finished 4th because I clicked Dawson. Oh, mate, spewing. That's all right, mate. Come back next week, my friend. But yeah, NJD, if you do have a hankering to ask me a question, feel free. Flick shorty message as the winner of the quiz. Here's the bloke who was sorry, shorty, mate. Saw you at Anglesey IGA like 6 months ago, but didn't get a chance to say hello. There you go. Well, next time, mate, come say g'day.
If
you see him out, say good day.
Say hello.
Yeah.
If you see Jonah out, give me a cuddle.
And I am a coastal guy, so I'm a regular down at the coast.
Jonah and town or something, just come give me a cuddle. We love it.
Leroy's not happy. Shorty, is that your girl in the back? No, just me, just me roommate, mate. Just making herself pretty comfortable. Jordan, do I get Clark? Oh, we're going back to the old Supercoach. Yes, I would do that, mate. Oliver, my optimistic horizon disabled me from winning the quiz. He blames philosophy. That's deep. That's deep.
Philosophy.
End date. Look, mate, I wouldn't go Caleb Daniel. I think Bailey Dale's probably taking a bit more of the role. So, hey, where are you going, Watson? He won the quiz. I had to respect your question. I missed it because he's training. Shane, okay, I like that. Evan versus Jonah in the octagon. Nice. See, he wins the quiz and his life's complete.
Good work, man.
Junior. Oh, King Ranger, he missed it. Tyler. Nah, not reading that.
Jonah's just an easy side quest for Jonah got a trash, not gonna lie. Fuck you.
You're a side quest, bro. You're not even the end game for him. Oh, Max, any problems with the sugar daddy as of late, shorty? Nah, haven't seen him for a while, mate. So, nah. This is when I.
Why?
Oh shit, you're from.
Oh,
Amusement says Jonah versus Daniel pillow fight. Make it happen.
Jonah versus Danny.
Pillow fight.
You want to start calling him Dickie?
We call him Dickie around the house.
Yeah.
Jonah is the equivalent to Jar Jar Binks.
Who said that? Who said that? Oh, Oliver has roasted you, bro.
That was Jay.
Yeah, I don't know. What's he saying?
Jonas, please love me.
Mate, it's almost turned into Jonas Supercoach. Tyler, why don't you want to read it out? Yeah, you're a funny man, mate. You're a funny man. You know what you said. Austin, potential start. Potential. Oh, fuck, man.
What do you say?
Nah, they're just being they're being reckless units. They see a girl in the camera and they go nuts. They're crazy freaks out of you.
Bunch of fucking predators.
Your subscribers.
Yeah, I encourage the crazy behaviour, and sometimes they don't know where the line is.
What would you say?
Looks like we're going to Lammy's on Saturday. First round's on Evan. Oh no, it's on Jonah. Sorry, mate.
First one that's very. Oh yeah, after you just been grilling me all night, you fucking.
You need to settle this, Jonah. Evan's shown you no respect at all.
Just follow me on Instagram, guys.
Look at the looseness. Placey. When's Jonah's Supercoach channel starting up? Yeah, look, could be a hit, mate. Yeah. G'day, Shorty. My first quiz. You're the tongue punchers. Fuck. Well played on the first quiz, mate. Reckless name. Yeah, that's good, mate. I would definitely do that. VC Neil and DeGorn is good. If you think we are freaks, I can only imagine what type of freak you are with the other. Tyler, come on, mate. You are the loosest human here.
Probably goes to Bloom weekly.
Jackson wants your OnlyFans, Jonah. Shall we just send him the link? Or?
Just follow me on Instagram, man.
Would you like feet pics from Jonah, or just what sort of operation are we rolling here?
Jonah's a big blue man. Thanks, Jack.
Yeah. Oh, Steve, do we meet up, kick in Melbourne next time? Yeah, look, probably next time. Not when I watch the footy, but I probably will go for a kick in Melbourne one day, mate. Seems like a popular thing. Austin, are we getting more Shorty Tinder stories later this week? They seem to be rather popular. So probably there's a few, to be honest. He wants armpit pics, Jonah. So that's a bit niche, but whatever. When will Essendon win a game? Don't know when. Honestly, I think the Dons might push the Hawks this week. But
stop calling me Jonah.
You're spelling it like it's John. It's John.
Do you understand that reference?
Yes, I do. I'm not that much under a rock. Jack, it's funny how he just comments.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh.
People live in the house. 60 doing that. Any openings? Fuck.
Oh.
How's it going?
They see like a person in the background, they just lose their shit.
I fucking love it.
How many people live in this house? Seems to be building up. Any openings?
Trying to give us a good story. Oh, sorry, guys.
D-Mac, we're full house at the moment. 4. We got 4. Got a Tinder story for us, Jonah? Hesitates. Jonah's a dangerous Saturday night operator, actually.
Let me warm up to the crowd.
Yeah. Will says, how many Coles delivery trucks have you crashed? Just one, and that's not even a lie. I didn't crash it.
A couple.
Nah, man, come on.
Jonah, sure you're a Tinder story.
Answer Will's question. What did Will say?
Thanks, Evan. You fucking dog.
I don't know what Will said, Watson.
Drunk live session. We should do that, actually.
Yeah, we should. Yeah,
that'd be fun as.
There's been a big call for it. You know how they comment and stuff. There was like 12 likes on.
Oh, was there
for a drunk session? Yeah.
Let's do it. Jonah,
how did we meet, Jack? Be honest, Chappie. Sure. Oh yeah. Good point. Jack Watson. Oh, Jack's the beta male of the house. He knows where he sits.
Back in your room, boy.
Yeah. Scampers off to his room when we get home. Steve, is it true you had to retire from footy boots because the shoulders were hurting so much from carrying the side? That is true, Steve. Actually, yes. Would you say that was what happened, John?
With what, sorry?
I was carrying the side at Winchelsea. Nah, Shorty hung the boots up because he was no good. That's why.
Nah, you're all right.
Yeah. you're all right. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. He spelled your name right. There you go. He needs a stepdad, actually.
I'm fucking plural. It's just Jonah, man. Jonah.
Drop the S, mate. It's just one of him. Thank fuck. Kettle Boy, 100% to a drunk sesh and not just a few drinks in like gone.
Shorty, do you wear offshot bundies?
I'm going commando currently, mate. So, yeah. NJD, Shorty, I think I'm going to require from now, quiz now. Jackson, Shorty. Oh, yeah. Jonah read that out. Ned.
Hey, Shorty drinks guava cruises, by the way. He drinks fucking Malibu,
guys. They know this. They know that. Oh, they are well aware. Guava cruises, pineapple cruises, Malibu, any day of the week. Evan, hey, Shorty. Yeah, true.
Shorty's Jonah greater than everything else.
Oh, Leroy's retired from the quiz, bro.
Wait, so does that mean he set his YouTube name up as Shorty's mum?
Yes. Yep. Shorty's mum. That must have taken a little bit of work.
What is Caleb? Yeah, what do you think of my mustache, Caleb?
It's getting there.
Yeah.
Been grown 2 years.
Yeah. 2024 will be looking prime. Austin, any of the lads in the back have any Tinder stories? No, Jonah's just denied to comment before. Oliver says, Jonah, how's Shorty's mum going? You been talking to my fucking mum? Oh, amusement production. This will be loose.
Jonah,
He's called you Jonah. Can you hack Daniel's account with a 3 a.m. stream?
Jonas. Yeah, man. Yeah. Joe Hunt.
Uh,
These cunts are taking
oh.
the fucking piss.
That's what they do. NJD's retiring on the top while Shorty come play under 16s Bell Park. Oh, Shorty. Leroy, what's going on, mate? B, thoughts on a new rookie about... Oh, they try and make me say crazy shit all the time.
Wait, what did he say?
Huge direction, and then they're talking about George Powell's on the top. These cunts are wild. Jack Watson.
This is fucking funny.
Oh, Leroy, just settle down, mate. Just come back next week, do your research, and we'll talk then, you know? Yeah.
Fuck off.
It's just his immediate family that think that. Oh no, they're getting crazy. Yeah. It gets past 10 o'clock and they just head down this bizarre road. It's like we talk full on SuperCoach for like an hour and 40, do a quiz, and then they just go wild. Jonah's dad's got a profile.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is weird. People are making fucking profiles.
Kettle boy. Jackson heard Jonah's name
Joanna.
before. Chappy, pack it in. You had enough, chap. This is prime time, my friend. Oh boy. Ned, Shorty, do you No, I don't know. Play the little guitar. Max says, Shorty SuperCoach, when is the next Gold King comp? I can't wait for the big turnout. You're a wise bastard, Max. Yeah, Jonah's just on the tunes in the background. Nate, who's the best primo? Oh, we're back on the old SuperCoach. Get Jaden Short, mate, in. He's at a nice price. Got to lock and load him.
Yeah, daily vlog, Shorty.
Daily vlogs.
We'll get a golf vlog.
It's time for some TikTok. Oh, yeah, we're golf guys now. I actually messaged a bloke about some golf clubs. He was asking $450. Asked him for $350. So, yeah. Anyone a golfer out there? Is Ping a good brand or is that like a trash brand? So I don't know, but that's what he was selling.
Shorty,
What teams do you room? What's that?
Next one.
Oh, Stewie.
Take it as a compliment, my man.
Yeah, that has to be a compliment, doesn't it? Surely. Yeah, I would imagine I would, Tyler, unless it's on a Sunday. Jackson's a golf guy. Ping's all right.
Nice.
The Joe man, how's the girls going?
Good man.
Oh shit. Shall we wind it up? Or are you just happy you've seen this roll through?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Shane. Shorty's dancing TikTok. About time I joined the TikTok world. Oh, fucking Watson. Yeah, it might be time to wind it up.
Good night, guys.
Jonas,
SuperCoach, we'll see you next week.
Thoughts on Michaels? Yeah, it could be better, mate. All right, we're gonna wind it up, my friends. Thanks for all the comments. Well done to the quiz winners. Appreciate all your comments. I'll be back with a tipping video. I'll have, obviously, after Thursday night from work, I'll be talking about the preview towards the weekend with the teams, normally trades. So I'll be back then. I love the loose chats. I can't get to all these comments, but I love how much you guys get around it. So hopefully another one of these loose sessions soon. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.
You're all freaks.
But they're my freaks.